Good evening and welcome to the Birdcage in Vermillion, South Dakota on the campus of the Vermillion High School, home of the Tanagers, where the Vermillion Tanagers get set to open their their season. The boys are opening up against the Sioux Falls Lutheran Eagles. Now this game was an 81-29 victory last year in varsity. Now we're going to be bringing you the JV action, and you apologize to camera because the huddle is not set up quite yet, so we will be utilizing this, and so I will move that the scoreboard up so you can actually kind of see what's going on down there. All right, and so this is JV action. We hope to get some of the names here. Jumping for Vermillion will be number 20, Grant Rorig. Also out there you have number 50, Henry Orr. Looks like 24, Cale Cleveland. That's tipped over to Daxton Christensen. And also Tyson Hobden will bring the ball up. Now, a number of these players are going to see some action on the varsity side as well. So Hobden gets it over to Christensen. Christensen drives in the left-hand side of the lane and up and in. So Vermillion out to a quick 2-0 lead here in quarter number one of this JV matchup. And Chad Peterson will be joining me here. And there is a foul out there. I did not see the number that they called it on, but a foul on Sioux Falls Lutheran, so Vermillion will be inbounding. And this will be the last time for these headphones because the new ones should be arriving tonight, and we're also going to be trying a new mixer next time we're together, so that should have two brand new headsets that work all together. So that'll hear you speak, but I'm going to have to be talking like this to you.
I'll be here.
Yeah, unless it's really quiet, you know. I was telling them last year varsity up in Sioux Falls, it was 81-29, so it was fairly quiet most of the game. This should be fun. Obviously, Vermillion lost some of the talent off of last year's team, but a lot returning in Trey Hansen, Gabe Larson, Luke Jensen, Spencer Blanchette. I think you're going to see Grant Rorig, Tyson Hobden. I think we're going to see a lot of players early on just to see who's working and who isn't together. So, and I think a lot of who you're seeing right now starting out there on JV will be playing today at some point.
Oh, for sure. There's a lot of talent with a lot of the freshmen and sophomores coming up, a lot of talent there, so it'll be great to see how they get involved.
It really will. And, not a lot of size. Both Yankton and Vermillion, neither Yankton nor Vermillion is blessed with a lot of height. So, both teams have to rely on speed, quickness, and outside shooting to be successful. So, and that is one thing that Vermillion does have, as Christensen takes the three-point attempt, no good. Rebound out there by Jet Abdouche. But when you start thinking of some of the JV players that we saw last year, and Spencer Blanchette obviously got a lot of varsity action, but he's quick but has a nice shot. Tyson Hobden has a nice shot from the outside. Trenton Thomas when he starts stroking it pretty well, can do pretty well also. And so it'll be interesting to see who gets what the different rotations are for this Tanager boys team.
Yeah, like you said, you got a lot of these JV kids. There's one right there, Cale Cleveland. Really good athlete. Probably a 3 or 4 sport athlete that can really contribute. And I think you'll probably see a lot from him, as a freshman. We'll see how he gets into the game and is able to contribute.
Well, and he has some size to him. Like you said, the athleticism, the size. 6'1", might not sound big, but I almost feel like he's a little bigger than 6'1", and that's the way he's always.
You play bigger, play bigger than you actually are, right?
Yeah, and so he really came on as a wide receiver during the football season, as Vermillion currently leads 6-0 here in the JV matchup. And Sioux Falls Lutheran, you're not quite sure what to expect. The football team took a big jump from last year to this year.
Absolutely.
And so, but two very different sports, and so not sure that you can equate the same success or the same jump in success. But it will be interesting to see. But Sioux Falls Lutheran, one of those teams that I think in the future, it's the Sioux Falls team. One of those private schools, I think they're going to be able to be successful, just like Sioux Falls Christian, Sioux Falls O'Gorman.
Right.
or as the Catholics just say, it's now O'Gorman. I don't. A few years ago, Catholics decided to stop using the town. I don't know why. It's now just O'Gorman, and that's Tyson Hovden laying that one in. So quickly, 8-0 halfway through the first quarter.
Yeah, and their varsity team, Sioux Falls Lutheran, very young, only 2 seniors, so it's going to really, be a growing sport for them as, like you said, as football. I mean, there was years where they didn't win a game, and last year they really came on their own and played great football. So basketball could be the same. Track and field just depends on, what kind of youth they have coming up through the program. So.
And, especially in Sioux Falls, if somebody's a fair athlete, but they think, okay, I'm in whatever system, and maybe they see a better opportunity, a chance to play earlier, and there's 2 points for Sioux Falls Lutheran, that's a way to start getting some talent into the pipeline, too. Yeah,
it's like almost an open enrollment, when you have smaller towns. You have Vermillion, Yankton, you have Elk Point, Centerville, Viborg, Hurley. You have all those towns where you have open enrollment opportunities. Sioux Falls isn't really that way unless you are a private school.
Right, exactly.
But, yeah, Vermillion does have some, not much height, like you said. They've got Trey and they've got Luke Jensen. Henry Orr, he's, playing here. He's 6'3", so they have a little bit of height, but it's really the quickness that is going to really benefit Vermillion, being able to, get transition baskets and jump into the passing lane and get some steals. I think that's key to their offense and defense.
Well, and I think that's exactly right. When it comes to varsity, obviously Trey Hansen is kind of returning all-stater. You see his name up on the 1,000-point club already. So, assumption is he'll keep moving up the ranks. 6 points tonight, and he passes Jacob Dobney. 183 points tonight, and he passes A.J. Plitzwhite. I don't think we'll see that tonight. But
probably not. This season, definitely.
See that
definitely at some point this season, I think he should be able to eclipse that.
Yeah, honestly, I think it looks like, just looking at it, Jordan Boots is the all-time leading scorer in boys basketball at 1283. So, 230 points from now, you can say maybe 10, 11, 12 games from now.
Very possible, yeah, because, if you're averaging, say, 15 a game, yep. You're right there.
And Trey is enough of a talent that he can create, too. Even if the defenses are focused on him, man, he's able to create, dribble, drive, penetrate. And what that's going to do is that's going to open it up for Luke Jensen and a Gabe Larson and a Spencer Blanchette. So 10-2 here with 2:18 to go.
Yeah, it's going to cause some defensive mismatches because they're going to focus on Trey, and like you said, it's going to open up other players to contribute, and it's just going to be one of those nights where who's going to be the 2 and 3 and 4 man step up, who's going to come off the bench and try to get one of those starting varsity spots, halfway down the season or toward the end of the season. You got to try to stay away from the injury bug, of course, and just make sure that everybody is staying healthy all year. That's going to be very important.
And the injury bug is always huge, and I think a player that's going to have a bigger role, especially bigger than he had last year, is Spencer Blanchette. Just, when he gets on a streak, he's able to he's such a dynamic, quick player. He's so hard to guard that if he's able to, I know you're going to have Trey probably bring the ball just because he's handling the ball the most, but, Spencer's a player that, even off a wing, the way he can drive on the baseline, I think he's going to be a weapon, too.
Yeah, you'll probably see him maybe change it up a little bit since Spencer does handle the ball quite well and try and, create some other opportunities for Trey and Luke. And Gabe Larson's got a good 3-ball, too. So we got a lot of weapons out there. It's really going to be, I'm sure, defensively focused to create those opportunities in transition.
And there's Cale Cleveland, just like you talked about. A few new players out there for Vermillion and Brody Meredith, Grayson Jacobs, along with Tyson Hovden, Cale Cleveland, and then you also have Cameron Bottleson out there. Now you have Grant Rohrig checking in for Hovden. Currently 12-2 with a minute 12 to go here in quarter number 1. But it's a nice night to be inside.
Yeah, because I just drove in, and it's not nice outside.
No, it is unpleasant. And Cleveland gets the and one. Makes it 13-2 as Daxton Christensen checks in. And Cale Cleveland checks out.
And Dax Christensen, that's another big body, similar to Cale Cleveland, big wingspan, athletic, going to really do his best to try and contribute on the varsity as well.
Oh, exactly. And what we learned a few years ago with Carter Skogsberg is you don't need to be the tallest guy.
No.
If you have a wingspan and a good, solid lower body that they're not going to push you around, you can play with the big guys.
Well, that's what you got Cam Bottleson in there right now. Nobody's going to push him around.
Exactly. Offensive lineman and defensive lineman, just
linebacker, just
scout.
Yep. Not going to get shoved around in the post. That's no doubt about that.
And there's a 3-ball for Sioux Falls Christian. And I believe that's number 21, Drew Knobloch. Drew Knobloch hits the 3, makes it 13-5. Here's Bottleson for 3. Ooh, just off the back iron. Rebound there by Dax Christensen. Rohrig from the right side drains it. 16-5.
And the crowd goes wild. The 8 students that are over there so far. They'll be filtering in here, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll probably have some alumni here tonight as well because college is already on Christmas break. So
that's true. Have
a few alums show up. I know, I think Carter Hansen from Morningside, he'll be back here. I think my son Connor talked to him earlier. I think they're going to come, and maybe they can drag a few more alum with them too.
Nice. All right, well, that is the first quarter. 16-5, Vermillion leads here in the JV matchup. We'll be back after this break. This is Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. On Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube, we'll be joining Fox Sports Radio at 6 o'clock.
It's funny how life is made up of moments. Quiet ones, big ones, and ones you never forget. A wish, a milestone, a moment you didn't know would mean so much. Because life is made in the moments we share. Voyage Federal Credit Union. For every memory made, for every moment ahead.
Candice Couture is your complete women's lingerie shop. Bras, underwear, PJs, loungewear, swimwear, sports bras, activewear, and much, much more. Small to 3 extra large and over 200 different sizes of bras. AA to O cup bands 28 to 56 in store. Candice Couture, 17 West Main Street.
Just got to catch up.
And I saw passes that last year would have been caught, and I could see the frustration on her face.
Yep.
They were just unexpected. Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. After quarter number 1, Vermillion leads 16-5 in this JV matchup on this opening night of Vermillion Tanagers Boys Basketball. So Sioux Falls Lutheran will be inbounding. Inbounding for the Eagles will be number 15, 5'11 sophomore Jet Abdouche. Also out there, it looks like 25, Joseph Winstra. Number 20, Jake Hone. Number 12, Gavin Berger. And 21, Drew Knobloch. There's a three-point attempt. Ew, rims in and out. That would be out of bounds off of Cale Cleveland. Yeah, there's some good defense there by Dax Christensen. Just a nice touch there by Sioux Falls Lutheran. I know I'm going to call him Sioux Falls Christian at some point.
At some point, right. Might as well just get it out of the way.
Yeah, exactly.
Got a lot of height out there right now for the Tanagers. We got Henry Orr and Cale Cleveland, Dax, and Grant Rohrig. A lot of height there, and you got Tyson Hobden out there as well.
Yep. And Cale Cleveland drove that one. Nice drive there on the inside, lays it up. Yeah, and Henry Orr, like you said, offers a little bit of size out there at 6'3".
Oh, good drive.
As a Jet Abdush goes in, hits the bucket, goes for the and one. It's 18-9 in favor of Vermillion now. Yeah, Henry Orr, we saw him last year. We thought he looked pretty good in the JV.
Yep, for sure. He's got a little bit more size on him, up, and looks a little more wide in the shoulders. That's always a good thing to have some bulk down in the post and boxing people out like that.
And rebound to Vermillion. 5:52 to go here in quarter number 2.
And Tyson, he's got some good ball handling skills too, and I tell you what,
he does.
Him and Spencer, between the two of them, they can really handle the ball well.
They really can. And both have a really nice outside shot. So, you feel really good about being able to open up the inside that maybe you're not going to need a ton of size to work it inside because they're going to have to respect the three-point shot, whether it's Larson, Blanchette, Hovden, Trey,
Well, Drake definitely has some youth on his side here for the upcoming years and a lot of depth here, too. So he's got a lot to work with.
He really does. Really does.
Good ball movement.
Nice ball movement there as Hovden gets it inside to Rohrig. 20-19 in favor of the Tanagers. And that's what they're going to rely on, too, ball movement. If you're able to not do isolation and just able to get that ball moving around, you're going to open something up. Three-point attempt, nothing but net for Jet Abdush. Makes it 20-12. 5:04 to go. Backdoor screen cut there as Christensen could not hit it though, but it was an open shot. So
another good pass by Tyson.
Yeah, so it was a good look there. 20-12, Vermillion leads. 4:44 to go here in quarter number 2 of this JV matchup. Chad Peterson and Michael Schumacher at the Birdcage. Rebound there to Tyson Hovden.
Oh, man.
Oh, beautiful play there by Tyson Hovden.
Coast to coast.
Switched hands, went up with the right, but was able to shield it away. And, that was a really nice play.
Yeah, really good body control and good ball movement. And another rebound.
And another rebound for Hovden. And you don't often do a comparison of a boys player to a girls player. But I think when it's Taylor Rubers, it could be considered respectful. I think Tyson is the most Taylor Rubers-like player out there. He plays much bigger than his size.
Yep.
He can go inside, dribble, drive, and can hit that three. He'll get your rebounds.
A lot of really good looks when it comes to him being able to dish the ball to somebody else. A lot of no-look passes, a lot of passes that you wouldn't normally make that he can kind of split the seam and hit somebody down low. So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. That's off the back iron. Another rebound for Hovden. So 3:42 to go here in quarter number 2 of this JV matchup. Rohrig down low.
Good.
Up
body.
And in. And I will say these officials are letting them play.
Yeah.
And you have to.
Yeah, you can't be controlling the game with a whistle. JV game especially.
Exactly.
You gotta let the guys play. Obviously if there's a hack on their arm, somebody's gonna call it like that. And a one opportunity.
As Daxton Christensen gets the bucket, 26-12 with 3:16 to go, and he's going to go for the and one here.
Jersey night here, it looks like, for the Tanager faithful. See a Michael Jordan jersey. Always good to see that.
It is.
Should have broke out the Wizards Michael Jordan jersey, though. That's
exactly.
That's the one. I think I've got that hanging at home.
Do you?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. And Christensen hits the and one. Vermillion up 15 with 3:16 to go as Christensen comes out.
Not a jersey you see worn all the time.
No.
The Wizards Michael Jordan.
but it is a good one. So a timeout taken by Sioux Falls Lutheran. We'll take a timeout as well. This timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliances. Vermillion leads 27-12 here in quarter number 2 of the JV on the Masaba scoreboard. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
The Pizza Ranch Vermillion is your event headquarters. Enjoy the crisp salad bar, the country's best chicken, and fresh pizza. Want a custom pizza? Just ask. We are proud to offer the buffet your way. And the Fun Zone Arcade features 36 games, 2 golf simulators, and full bar. Perfect for pregame tailgates and parties. Have a business meeting, team, or office party? Reserve the Dakota Center. It holds up to 300 people. Order online at pizzaranch.com for delivery, or circle your wagons and make Pizza Ranch your tailgate place next to USG.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermillion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermillion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermillion Auto Works.
Back at the Birdcage, and a turnaround jumper there by Drew Knobloch for Sioux Falls Lutheran. Makes it 27-14. Cale Cleveland goes up into the paint, has that blocked back, and rebound to Sioux Falls Lutheran. As Cleveland then gets the steal. And that is stolen back. Just a little miscommunication on how they wanted to take care of that one.
Yeah, tried to do a little bit too much with that. Probably could have taken it to the rim himself, but tried to dish off the assist.
Rebound there for Grayson Jacobs. Probably got a little too far towards the basket, and I think his teammate thought he was going to take it all the way in, so Houghton has that one stolen away. 2 minutes to go. Vermillion leads 27-14, quarter number 2 of this JV matchup. And rebound there again for Grayson Jacobs. Just off the back iron on that Brody Meredith three-point attempt. And Houghton leaves it just a little bit short on the front iron. You average the 2 out, you've got a good three-pointer right there.
Right. Oh! Got too far under the rim and that, and just could not get the right angle off the glass.
Yeah. Here's Cleveland in the lower left corner. Good ball moon around the top of the key.
Ooh.
Boy. Houghton has that one returned to him. And that three-pointer again off the back iron. Abdush is not afraid to pull the trigger on the three-pointers. There you go. That is a three-pointer for Gavin Berger, making it 27-17.
They're creeping their way back into it.
They are.
Good pass by Cale.
Cleveland down low to Cameron Bottleson. Yes, good pass to an open player. So Cale Cleveland to Cameron Bottleson. Three-pointer there for Jet Abdush. And this is going to sound, you just don't often see that kind of cockiness on a JV level.
Right.
But he's not the only player to put up the threes. And
it's confidence, right?
It's confidence. There's a fine line sometimes.
Yes.
Just off the front iron. And Vermillion has gone cold from the field.
Yeah, good job by Cale jumping in the passing lane there to eliminate an easy basket.
And that will be halftime. We'll be back with more. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. At halftime of the JV matchup, Vermillion leads 31-20. on the Masaba scoreboard. We'll be back with more on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. And when we start the second half, we'll be on Fox Sports Radio as well. With Chad Peterson, I'm Michael Schumacher. We'll be right back.
Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion treats you like family. They believe a healthy smile starts with compassionate care. From toddlers to grandparents, their gentle team is here for your whole family. Whether it's a routine checkup or a full smile makeover, they'll keep you comfortable and confident. Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion makes your smile shine. Visit Knutson Family Dentistry online or call today, 605-624-6291.
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
Interior technicians.
Jerry, I need your help. I'm in a real pickle.
How can we help? We clean carpets, furnace and duct cleaning, mold remediation, fire restoration, water damage restoration, office cleaning, and much more.
No, Jerry, I'm in a real pickle. I'm stuck and I can't get out. Hang on, I'll send you a pic so you can see what I mean.
Oh my gosh. When you need it clean, call the Intech team. Fixing pickles since 1984.
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you gotta call Kaylin's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
You know, they put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kaylin's to anyone.
To be honest, it's the people that I work with. Like, I mean, I love what I do. You gotta love what you do to come every day. But the people I work with make coming 10 times easier. You wanna be a part of a team that cares for you and that actually put in the time to teach you and show you the things to do in a proper way. You know, you're just full of people who care.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, as we are at halftime of the Vermillion Sioux Falls Lutheran JV matchup, where Vermillion leads 31-20. And so this will be the first night of Vermillion Boys Basketball, and also it is a doubleheader in Yankton, where the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles are taking on Harrisburg. The Gazelles are 1-0 on the season. It is the season opener for the Bucks. And so we had a chance earlier to sit down with a number of the athletes, the captains for Vermillion. And so just wanted to see if we had that here. Thought we could maybe pull one of those up. And we will do that. We'll have Gabe Larson, and then we'll be back with the second half. As we continue on, we are continuing our preview of Vermillion Tanager Basketball for the 2025-2026 season. We have Gabe. Gabe, how you doing?
I'm doing good, Michael. How are you?
Good. Excited to talk with you. You know, this is a chance for you to kind of take that next step in a leadership role. You're one of the captains. You know, you've been a prominent part of the team for a couple of years, but it's a step up in responsibility and just your role. is there added pressure that goes with that?
I wouldn't say pressure. I'd say there's more responsibility, being able to, lead the team and get the team going.
All right. Now, obviously, you guys are a little bit of a smaller team, but a lot of movement, motion. It's a lot of cohesion.
Yeah.
How do you view your role? Because obviously Trey is a prominent leader. Luke played a lot last year. It feels like you're, just from my perspective, kind of that Swiss Army knife. It feels like you're able to do whatever's needed on whatever night. Is that kind of the role you think you fit?
That's exactly. I'm a hard worker. I'm willing to play defense. I'm willing to get a bucket if I have to. So, yeah.
Well, because I remember last year there were nights where you were hot from the outside and so able to feed you, and then there were nights where you weren't. That's the life of outside shooting. You're able to dribble, drive, penetrate, or dish the ball. As you guys go through this season, you guys are going to face some competition, really tough competition.
Mm-hmm.
That's just the life of Class A in South Dakota. How do you feel you guys fit in that hierarchy?
I think we're ready to go. I think we fit right up there with the best teams in the state, and I think we're going to be good competition.
All right, now obviously you graduated some talent, so there's going to be the incorporation of some new players that maybe didn't see the court too much last year on the varsity level, but saw a lot of action on the JV level. As one of the captains and a leader, how important is it, and how do you go about incorporating them and making sure that they're kind of getting with the program?
Yeah, we got to, get them on track, make sure they know the plays, make sure they know what they're doing defensively. But we got some good guys coming up. Trent played a lot of JV. He's a good shooter, really good. Spencer, we got varsity minutes. And we got some, we got a good freshman coming up. I think he'll do good for us.
All right. And then just, you guys are challenging yourselves. You guys have a heck of a schedule. So, obviously people looking at it right now, your record's probably, it might be, but probably not as good just because of the level of competition. But there's a lot of value in that if you're able to learn from it. As you guys test yourselves with these classics in Mitchell and the Pentagon and just some of these tough teams that you guys have coming in, how important is it to not necessarily get down because of a loss, but to view it as a learning opportunity?
Yeah, I say failure is not honestly a bad thing. You take it as a learning experience, you get better, and you just keep going. We got a tougher schedule this year, but, we just got to be ready to go.
All right. And let's just take it and say mid-March, as we're looking back on this season, what do you think needs to happen for you guys to be playing in Rapid City?
It's a great question. I think if we lock in defensively the whole year, we just lock down and play defense. I know we can get buckets offensively. If we play defense, I think we'll be good.
All right. Well, Gabe, thank you so much for joining me today. Really appreciate it. Looking forward to covering you guys this season.
Thank you, Michael.
Have a great one.
You too.
And welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher alongside Chad Peterson, where it's 31-20 here in the JV matchup. As we are going to be going live on Fox Sports Radio as soon as I get that pulled up on my phone here, but you will not notice any difference on your stream. Hopefully, if you do, then something's gone terribly wrong. But if you're on the road or heading out, we will be on Fox Sports now. All right. And was that Cale Cleveland?
Yeah, Cale the pass inside. Good look.
And that's what you're seeing, a lot of good ball movement by this JV.
Oh, that's over the back. They don't have over the back anymore, but that's definitely what that was.
I don't know what it was, but I know a foul when I see it, right?
Well, when you're 6'3" and the guy in front of you is less than 6 foot, it's really easy to do that. Come up over the back or whatever they call it now.
Yep. So out there for Vermillion, you have Dax. I call him Dax like I know him. I don't know if he goes by Dax or Daxton, but Dax Christensen, Cale Cleveland, Tyson Hovden, Henry Orr, and Grant Rohrig out there. Nice cross-court pass from Cleveland over to Christensen for a three. Wow, that was a thing of beauty.
It's a good look.
Yeah. So 36-20, Vermillion leads on the Masaba scoreboard. 5:50 to go in quarter number 3. That ball just short, but rebound to Gavin Berger. Good defense there by Orr, not backing down. And Joseph Winstra, he's got some heft to him, so nice job by Henry there. Oh, they're going to call. Okay. Oh, good. I'm sorry. I was still turned around there. It's out of bounds off of Sioux Falls.
Oh, quick timeout.
Timeout taken, so we'll take a timeout as well. This timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. With 5:21 to go in quarter number 3 of this JV matchup, Vermillion leads 36-20. We'll be back right after this.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part, earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Volleyball. Christ. Welcome Vermillion Tanager Boys Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Hovden to inbound the ball for Vermillion. Oh, nice play down low to Cale Cleveland for a quick 2, making it 38-20 Vermillion. JV matchup here. Boys varsity will be after this.
Yeah, Sioux Falls Lutheran did a good job creeping back into the game here at the end of the first half. And Vermillion just came out.
Yeah, Vermillion's come out
on fire here.
Just on fire, making a point, wanting to put it away so everybody can get in.
Yep.
You know.
Definitely came out and wanted to set a tempo in the second half, and they've done that here in the first few minutes. Called the foul on Dax Christensen. Thought it was a good, clean pick there, but they saw that otherwise. From the baseline, no less.
Yeah. Yeah, that's always interesting when those calls are made. I'm sure that's not the final time.
I'm 40 feet away, and that's definitely what I saw.
Yeah, I'm sure this isn't going to be the first
We're
time.
80 feet away, so we'll give them the benefit of the doubt. That's going to be over and back. Oh, it was tipped. Oh, now it's traveled. So Tanagers tipped that ball. I did not see that, and neither did Sioux Falls Lutheran, because when he recovered it, he traveled with it. So Vermillion gets the ball. Good look. Tyson Hobden in there to Henry Orr. Great look by Tyson. 20-point lead now. Everybody's getting their hands in the way. Rohrig with a great look. Oh, and that's going to be a Vermillion ball.
You love seeing it. Active hands, active feet.
Always, yeah. Coach Rivers loves to see that with his JV squad. Everybody getting their hands in the way and creating turnovers and opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Well, and that's what you love seeing. Your JV matchups really allow you kind of a bad throw in by inbound by Tyson. They're just a little bit over the head.
Yeah, Henry is just out of position with the pass.
Nice little turnaround jumper there by Drew Knobloch in the paint. Makes it 40-22 halfway through this third quarter. That's going to be a foul called, I believe, on Jet Abdush.
Last few inbound plays that Vermillion's had, they've really made the most of them, and I don't know if it's the way that they're matched up in there, or just the movement inside. But Tyson has been able to find Henry, Dax, and Kale on the inbound last 3 times. This time they take it out front and start over.
Or from the elbow, back and down, gets it out to Hofton. Just a little short. Tyson's outside jumper not working for him tonight, but he's been making up for it in other ways. But beautiful job there by Grant Rohrig to get the rebound.
Twice.
To keep the ball and then get in position to go up with it.
Got the rebound, got his own miss, came back and got the hoop.
You love seeing
not
that.
to be denied.
And Sioux Falls Lutheran's going to take a timeout. And we'll take a quick timeout as well. Brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. On the Masaba scoreboard, Vermillion 42-22 in this JV matchup. We'll be right back after this message from Johnson Feed.
Truckers, commercial fleet, car owners, when you need a DOT inspection, you need a battery, oil change, diagnostic, or specialized tire service for farm, auto, and heavy equipment, JFI will get your vehicle repaired and washed and back on the road. JFI proudly supports Vermillion Tanagers, the community of Vermillion, in business for nearly 100 years for a reason. JFI is the best, and that's no lie. JFI 1218 Compton Court, Vermillion.
Get in the way, right? Get your hands up.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Was not going to hurt you.
Right.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager. I was going to say volleyball again. Basketball. Boys opening their season tonight against Sioux Falls Lutheran. Here in this JV matchup, 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Vermillion leads 42-20.
Oh, a little too much there.
Nice rebound there on the air ball by Cale Cleveland. Over to Hovden. Hovden up with the left hand. And boy, Vermillion, and I know it's a grain of salt, we're not quite sure what to make of Sioux Falls Lutheran, but this JV team, they are working very well together.
Yeah, they're definitely seeing their open lanes and opportunities, and that's going to go this way. Yep.
And a nice job by Hovden there, and I know without the huddle cam, you're not able to see it, but he hustled, was able to stay in the air, get that, and bounce it off the Sioux Falls Lutheran player. And so, I do apologize here. I'll try to do a little bit better job. I thought I had more to put. I'm used to volleyball where I can leave it like that.
Yeah, great job by Tyson there.
Yeah, 46-22. Three-pointer just off the back iron. Rebound there by Cleveland. And there again, you want to see if Cale can be anything like either one of his sisters. He's going to do okay.
Yeah, and his sister's definitely set the mark for girls basketball here in Vermillion. But Cale, you know, he's going to make a name for himself, and he'll be a star in his own right, I'm sure.
He will be. He will be. So it's exciting. There's a lot of excitement to this team, both JV and varsity. You can see that the future's bright.
Yeah, they definitely have a lot of talent in the starting lineup, but they have a lot of depth with the varsity and JV too. So you're going to have a lot of options here for Coach Drake here in the next few games when you're going to get into conference play and really be able to have some good options off the bench.
Oh, exactly. Christensen had the ball knocked away, and that's the thing. If you have, you know, because we've talked about your big four, and because I know you have your big three, but I count Spencer in that big four just because we saw what he could do last year. He was the main part of that rotation. But after that, if you can add another 4 or 5 players, if you can go 9 deep, where you feel like any of those 9 players can be out there at one time and you're going to be comfortable, that'll be nice.
The question is Coach Drake going to go 9 deep?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Usually it's 7, maybe an 8th. But, yeah, if he's got options, and you never know, if somebody gets into foul trouble or something like that, you have options coming off the bench, no doubt about it.
Well, and I just thought, if they're having to rely more on speed and maybe movement, that maybe a little deeper in the bench when people were, just in and out for Cam.
Cam reminds me of a kid that is a wrestler in a basketball uniform.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
I'm just waiting for a solid box out and somebody to go down. So,
nice
good
job defensively
hands.
Down low. And that's Brody Meredith. Brody Meredith and Grayson Jacobs, two names. They've been out there a little bit, making their name out there. Nice adapting there by Jackson Christensen.
And Meredith's another kid with some height to him too, 6'2", and a lot of youth, a lot of height here on the floor right now.
Yep, and there's another steal. So Vermillion now up by 26 with 38 seconds to go here in quarter number 3 of this JV matchup. And again, between games, we'll have interviews with Coach Kent Becker of Sioux Falls Lutheran and Jay Drake of Vermillion as Bottleson hits that one, makes it 50. We'll also have Luke Jensen and Trey Hansen. Then those interviews will eventually be up on Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. I want to thank Parker Orr for helping me get those interviews. Here's a long three-point attempt.
Short.
No good. So with 1.2 seconds left, Vermillion gets the ball out. And Jackson Christensen. That was a pretty effortless shot, too, for 3/4 of the court.
Yeah, really.
But that was much closer than I was expecting. So
off the glass.
All right, after 3 in this JV matchup, Vermillion 50. Sioux Falls Lutheran 22. We'll be back after these messages. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. On the Masaba scoreboard, Vermillion leads 50-22.
Get the finest wood in the neighborhood. Down at the lumberyard. Down at the lumberyard.
But it's not just wood at the lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the lumberyard is ready to help. The best wood in the neighborhood at the lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermillion.
Welcome to Runnings in Vermillion. Shop their great lineup of clothes for women. Names like Ariat and Carhartt for men. Boots and shoes and kids' clothing. Runnings has a large supply of animal food and accessories. Love the outdoors? See the selection of ammo, firearms, and fishing equipment. For everything you need, walk through the doors at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store, Vermillion.
Muggsy Bogues. Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, entering quarter 4 of this JV matchup where Vermillion leads 50-22 on the Masaba scoreboard. Sioux Falls Lutheran will begin with possession. It's the opener. It's the home opener, but the opener overall too for Vermillion Tanagers Boys Basketball. The girls fell on Monday in Canton. And again, they just kind of got away from. I think this first half of this season for the girls, and there's a three-pointer for Jet Abdush. Didn't do the three-point thing this time around after the air ball just one possession ago. So,
yeah.
But I think the girls, the first half of the season is going to be learning to play at each other's pace. But I think they're going to be okay. I really do. So excited to see what happens with that girls team.
Yeah, they're going to have to grow together for sure. Losing a lot of seniors last year. They have a lot of good players right now, but it's a matter of gelling together and just getting a lot of game minutes under their belt. Practice is one thing, but game experience is another, and just making sure that everybody's working together and doing their job. That's going to be the biggest key for Vermillion.
It is. Oh, nice job by Rorik going in with the floater. 52-25. Yeah, and I think it's going to come together. And when you have Taylor, you're always going to be in the game.
Yeah.
I mean, you always are.
Right. Then you got Lexi Hansen.
Yep.
And a lot of young kids coming up as well. So we got a lot of youth, a lot to work with. So looking forward to calling some girls basketball here.
Nice job there by Henry Orr. Makes it 54-25.
Oh, another air ball. Good
nice
job,
defense
Henry.
by Henry with the stuff. And gets the rebound on it, too. Gets it back over to Grant Rorig, who brings the ball up. Grant doing a nice job ball handling.
Good look.
And they get it down low to Brody Meredith for two. Quickly, 56-25 now. There we go. And that is Brody Meredith creating the jump ball situation with 4:57 to go. Checking in, I believe, for the first time is Sam Neighbor. He's going to check in for Grant Rorig. And for the girls, one player that I'm really excited about is Shaylin Hinseth. I think she has the size, the length, the speed, outside shot that if she's able to develop that, I think she's really going to be a force to be reckoned with. Can be that nice third option with Lexi and Taylor.
Yeah, because, I mean, they're all sophomores. It's like they've been playing forever.
Yep.
And then you got Cindy Johnson, too, senior Mount Marty commit. So, I mean, she's going to be, a good point guard to bring up. Izzy Richardson, another sophomore. They got so many sophomores that are going to be contributing this year. It's going to be fun to watch.
And a player that really came on at the end of volleyball just with her athleticism and her aggression is Callie Schultz.
Yep.
Now, she just needs to learn. She got her hands on a lot, and she just needs to secure it a little bit more. But I think that's going to come as she gets more used to varsity action.
Well, and she's tall, 6'1", too, and she's going to really be able to post somebody up down low. And I think as she gets more minutes, she'll get more confident. That's her biggest thing, is just be confident in what you're doing, be confident in what the coaches are telling you to do, and go out and do the job you need to do. And she'll be just fine.
Yep, I'm excited to see what she can do. So, like I said, as those girls get more comfortable with each other, it'll be good. And, we were talking off air, that shot rebounded there by Sam Neighbor. Taylor's used to playing with Brooke and Casey and Madigan and, even Brooklyn and Janaea and Chandler. Just for the next few games, probably just needs to adjust a little bit her expectations and the way she plays.
So, yeah, I mean, Vermillion only has the three seniors. They have Sydney Johnson and Delaney Schmidt and Marasia Warren. Those are the only three they have. The rest of them are, sophomores. What do we have? Callie's a junior. So mostly sophomores, and then they got a couple eighth graders. So should be fun to watch those girls mature for the next couple of years and really gel together.
Oh, yeah. Okay, now, I would have said Justice, but I thought they said Eustace. Is his name Eustace Sharp or Justice? Do you know?
I do not.
I don't
But
know.
I can find out.
If somebody is listening out there and they know if it's Justice or Eustace Sharp, text me at 605-661-5858.
Yeah, we don't want to get names wrong. That's the worst thing you can do.
I know, but Mr. Sharp is in there. Or I could be butchering his last name, too. I apologize if I am. But 605-661-5858 if you know his last name and first name, and make sure I'm not butchering it completely. I will say this, though. I had an interview yesterday with the USD football commit, and I knew his name. I knew how to pronounce his name. I got it right, Jahan Abubakar. And I thought, wow, I got lucky. Because I had no clue.
I probably would not have got that right.
56-30 now, Vermillion leads with 2:54 to go. Bottleson being scrappy. (56-30) with 2:35 to go. Out of bounds off of Vermillion. So do you have big Christmas plans?
Not too much. We are going to drive down to Manhattan, Kansas. My sister does live down there, but that's going to be after Christmas, like the day after Christmas. Otherwise, we're staying around here, and hopefully the weather cooperates. So she's a big K-State supporter, living down in the Little Apple down there in Manhattan. So you don't get too many K-Staters up here, but
no. Have they hired a new coach yet at K-State?
Football, they got Klein is going to be stepping in there.
Right. Colin Klein, the old quarterback.
Yep.
I'd forgotten that, yes. Oh. Might be lucky you didn't get a technical for slamming the ball down, but that's okay. Now checking in for Vermillion will be Briley Leroy and Zach Robinson. Briley Leroy and Zach Robinson. Two of the taller players, we're going to call them the Twin Towers. Two sophomore centers. That's a two-pointer for Sioux Falls Christian, making it 56-32. Less than a minute to go.
You know, I'm trying to remember. So my daughter's a junior, but I think number 33, it might be Eustace. He might be one of our foreign exchange students.
That's what I'm wondering. So that's why I think if you apply that, then the name
I'm trying
Eustace
to remember, yes.
seems more apt than a Justice.
Yep. So we will find out and get that corrected for sure. Good move, just took one step before the dribble.
It would have been fine in the NBA.
Oh, yeah, they don't even look at that. That's a gather step or steps.
And I still remember from a few weeks ago that three-pointer there for Jet Abdush, where Giannis gathered, stepped, gathered. It's like...
Yeah, I don't even think he needed to really dribble, and I don't know if they'd even notice.
No, exactly. And that will do it for this JV matchup as Vermillion does win by a score of 56-35. We'll take a quick break. We'll be back with our pregame show for Vermillion Tanager varsity action. Again, interviews with Coach Becker of Sioux Falls Lutheran, Coach Drake of Vermillion, Trey Hansen, and Gabe Larson. We'll be back right after this. Tanager Basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Vermillion is proud to support local athletics like USD and the Tanagers. The DQ Fall flavors are in, and DQ has great food at great prices. Get a $7 meal deal. Choose from a cheeseburger or three-piece chicken basket with fries, a drink, and a sundae for only $7. Got an office team party or birthday party? If you want to celebrate, don't bake, buy a DQ cake. And DQ supports the Sanford Children's Network. So after the game, take your team for a thrill to the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill, 905 East Cherry Street, Vermillion, South Dakota.
Slumberland Furniture at 2401 Broadway in Yankton, home of Kirkland Furniture Groups, bedroom groups by Laguna, and dining sets by Tower and Catadel. They're also the only place to offer furniture by Flex Steel and the biggest selection of Lazy Boy in the area. The Mattress Gallery is full of the best brand name mattresses in the business, including the all-new Tempur-Pedic Active Breeze personalized climate-controlled mattress. Slumberland Furniture, dining, bedroom sets, and mattresses in Yankton.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small, just as it should be. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of choices to make sure you have the perfect coverage to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple: helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermillion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
Warmer days are coming, and sooner or later your air conditioning will need to kick in as well. But what if it doesn't? Well, don't wait. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling. With 43 years in the business, we're very knowledgeable on what we do and how we serve our customers. You can rest assured that when you call day or night, someone will always pick up the call. Join our elite club today and become a priority member. Skip the line, get discounts on services, and have no overtime fees. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling for expert service from factory-trained technicians.
I'm Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, the latest in training, along with a work ethic and the desire to serve you. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermillion.
Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainesbodyshop.com.
It's time for Vermillion Tanagers football on ESPN 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, and Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. Brought to you by our corporate sponsor, First Dakota National Bank of Vermillion, and the following Vermillion Sportscaster Club members: Murph's Appliance, Knudsen Family Dentistry, Runnings of Vermillion, Vermillion Chamber and Development Company, Vermillion Vision Care, Voyage Credit Union, Todd.
Good evening and welcome to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Now on Fox Sports Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, KVTK, Vermillion and Yankton, and Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. I'm Michael Schumacher, the voice of Vermillion Athletics, along with Chad Peterson, who is taking a little break. He'll be back here. Want to thank all of our sponsors for helping us bring you Vermillion Tanager Basketball. And we want to get into our interviews. We had a chance to sit down with Luke Jensen earlier this week, actually late last week. And so here is that interview with Luke Jensen. Good. Are you going to give us a shot that gets on ESPN like your brother?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't have the celebrations like he does.
I know. That was something.
Yeah, I know.
All right. Good. All right. Well, we are continuing our preview of Vermillion Tanager basketball for the 2025-2026 season with Luke Jensen. Obviously, the Jensen name is known in Vermillion basketball world, but Luke, you kind of came on last year and really made yourself a big part of that offense. But obviously this year you're a captain, and with the graduation of some talent, an even bigger role. How does that feel to have more of that on your shoulder this year?
Yeah, I'm definitely coming into the season with a different mindset. Last year I was kind of just off season, hoping to play, maybe start. But this year I'm hoping to definitely make a bigger impact on the court and definitely take more leadership, I guess, in practice and games, and be more vocal, because we did lose some leaders last year.
Well, definitely. Yeah. And so, as you continue that evolution of your game, what are some of the things that you worked on in the off season, whether it was on the court or even off the court physically? What are some things that you focused on to improve your game this year?
My older brother told me how much weight room is a part of basketball, so I tried to get in the weight room a lot more. But yeah, just had a lot of AAU stuff, so like just all around the United States, like just the country, and traveling and playing with people we're going to play against this year, and getting better just at trying to be like defense, just get more athletic, just polishing off my game, I guess, a little bit. But
all right. Well, and last year, obviously, as people became more aware of you, people focused on you a little bit more. So obviously, sometimes the games were just a little bit tougher, especially because also you're one of the bigger players on the Tanager team. So obviously, you got matched up with sometimes they're 6'6", 6'7", 6'8" guy. Yeah. So that's always a toll. And what do you have to tell yourself sometimes? Because there are going to be nights where you play this huge role and it doesn't result in a box score. It's basically bodying up their bigger guy and maybe minimizing their impact, or just tying up a double team to free up maybe Trey or Gabe or Spencer. How do you keep from getting down when the stats aren't necessarily going to be there, but hopefully the wins are?
Yeah, freshman year, Coach Drake told me I'm going to have to guard bigs, and so he said I wouldn't have to play a big spot like the 5, but just be able to guard them. And so I didn't realize how big they'd be. But yeah, last year they definitely seemed bigger than I thought. But yeah, it's just the little things this year: defense, boxing out, rebounding. Coach Drake always says it's the one stat you can be selfish with is rebounds. And so, but yeah, just talking on defense, trying to give our team energy, that stuff like that.
All right. Now, you said you did a lot of AAU in the off season, and so that's very similar. You guys are playing in different gymnasiums, different venues. You guys are challenging yourselves this season. You guys have a heck of a schedule coming up, and that includes some classics like in Mitchell and at the Pentagon. How valuable are those experiences for you to apply what you did in the off season to those experiences, and maybe what you can present to me as some of the players that didn't have the AAU experience in the off season?
I mean, yeah, I think it helps mostly just with live game reps, what otherwise I wouldn't get. So just in adjusting to last year, AAU helped a lot with adjusting to the varsity level, more fast pace and all that. But other than just like game reps, it also helps with, like you said, playing in the new gyms, just all that stuff, traveling. But playing with people you're gonna play against. So like I got some teammates from Lenox, one from Sioux Falls Christian, and it's and then I play against like the older group who also, so it kind of helps me. I don't know, I just feel like I know who I'm playing against a little better going into the games.
All right. Now, if we're looking here back, if we're in mid-March and we're looking back on this season, what do you think needs to have happened this season for you guys to be playing in Rapid at the state tournament?
I mean, I know we're going to be like an offensive team. We can score, but we're going to have to dig in on the defensive end and really just dig in, buy in to Coach Drake's philosophy and talk. And like Coach Drake says, individual consistency leads to team consistency. And if we can all just perform every night, come in every night with the working mindset, he says bring our lunch pails to work is how he puts on the scouting report for some players. But yeah, we're just going to have to buy in on defense, rebounds, everything to be able to play state this year.
All right, and then you're going to work on your celebration so you can match.
Hey kids, it's never too early to start planning for your future. Did you know Masaba provides scholarships and tuition assistance? They are committed to your success, offering engineering, drafting, and welding opportunities, plus scholarships, job shadowing, and mentorship programs. Learn more at masabainc.com/career. When I grow up, I want to work at Masaba.
Masaba Manufacturing. Unlock your future and rock with us.
All right, welcome to our preview of Vermillion Tanager Basketball as we head into the 2025-2026 season. Doesn't feel like it was that long ago that we were doing it last year, but Coach, how's it feel to be heading into another season of Tanager Basketball?
Yeah, it's exciting, obviously, for our guys. It's like you said, it seems like, I don't know what it was, March 6th, 7th, or whatever, with our game at Lenox on that afternoon, but time goes fast, and our guys have done a lot of good work over the off season, and before you know it, here we are.
Well, it's one of those years you have a lot of great returning talent, a lot of players that saw the court, kind of led by your three captains that we talked about. Kind of talk about what that leadership means, and especially, Trey Hansen as a senior, it kind of feels like one of those where it feels like he's been around for a while, but finally entering that senior year of his.
Yeah, you never know. Obviously, each season's a little different, and we feel we got a good nucleus coming back. 3 returning starters, like you said, Trey here basically starting for his 4th straight year, but with Gabe and Luke as well. Those 3 guys kind of leaning on them early in the year as 3 captains, 3 returning starters, and them providing leadership, and Spencer Blanchett, who came off the bench for us, kind of as a 6th man. So we kind of played 7 guys last year. We got 4 of our top 7 back. Like anything, we've got to find some depth, but we feel we got some younger kids and some guys from our JV team last year that hopefully can fill in, and we're going to need to, because in my 18th year, and I've told our guys this first week, they've been working hard, but this is probably our toughest schedule we've had, just based off of what we have. Obviously in the DAC-12 conference, you're always going to have a very tough schedule. Some of those teams are the better teams in the state, but then in our Region 4, and then it just happens to be our non-conference schedule this year when you start looking at the better teams in our state. We're playing a classic. We found out earlier this week that we're playing Clark Willow Lake, who's a returning state tournament team. We'll play them in Mitchell at the Corn Palace. Groton, who's been on our schedule the last few years, but they'll be a top 5 team in our class. Obviously, we added Yankton, a Class AA team last year. Another classic at the Pentagon later in February. We found out that we're going to be playing Western Christian, who is a power in Iowa. So, and then you just add some of the other teams. I think Madison, Baltic are top 10 caliber teams. So, like any year, we've got to get better as the year goes on. We've got to improve, but especially from the get-go here, we know our schedule is going to be very difficult, and you're battling the whole time, because in our region, you're from day one, from a PowerPoint setting and seeding in the region, you got to try to put yourself in the best possible shape in February.
And it's probably going to be one of those where your record might not be indicative of the improvement that you're making and the strength that you are. Obviously, the key is, as you're incorporating those newer players, to keep improving and be playing your best basketball at the end of the year. Who are, ideally, how deep of a rotation would you have? Obviously, you said you played 7 last year. What would you like to be able to play?
Right. That's the question, right? Because I think most people would say over the years, I've had a tendency to play a smaller rotation, and every year's a little different. I think early in the year, depending on how the games go, we could see as many 7, 8, 9 guys in there. But again, at the end of the day, we say this: we're going to go with what we feel gives us our best chance that night, no matter what, whether it's Sioux Falls Lutheran next Friday night, or once you get in with the bigger teams in Class A. But I know to start, we're going to lean on the 4 returners, and then just guys, from our junior class, Grant Rohrig, Henry Orr, Dax Christensen are all guys that are juniors now and have been in our program. Cam Bottleson and Lucas Solomon also were on our varsity team last year, and they played a lot of C and JV minutes over the years. And then, Tyson Hopton's a sophomore that played some C and JV last year. All these guys are fighting and battling for rotation spots. That's the nice thing from a practice standpoint. And then we got some young kids, a couple freshmen that we feel like you never know if they can come along. It's hard though, with young kids, and we've had in the past. But you're asking them. They were playing 8th grade basketball last year, and it's not just jumping up one level. You're C, JV to varsity, so you never know. You got to have patience, and that's our job as coaches. I've always said, we tell our parents, it's kind of like putting a puzzle together, and you're trying to put the right pieces, and sometimes you get that figured out early in the year. Sometimes it takes a while just finding your identity, but like anything, we expect to improve. We expect to play hard, and even with our schedule, we expect to be competitive and figure it out as the year goes on.
Well, and obviously in basketball, one of the things that you can't teach is height. And, there are a lot of teams out there that have some. That's something you guys haven't been blessed with, which only means that you guys have to improve on, not improve, but the importance of that communication and the offense and the ball movement. How do you work on that or focus on that and make sure that that's not something that becomes an intimidation factor?
Yeah, the one nice thing about the game of basketball probably over the last decade is, it's changing too, and just the evolution of the game. You see a lot more even big stepping out on the perimeter, and in recent years, from a high school standpoint, you don't see many just true post guys, big 6'5", 6 kids in the middle that want to play there with their back to the basket. So I think the one nice thing with our group is we do have a little length. With Luke around 6'5", Trey's a taller guard at 6'4", Gabe's got length at 6'1", and a strong kid. But yeah, there's nights that we're going to see in the teams we play, and like anything, you try to offset some of that with the things we do, both offensively and defensively, and obviously it's a focus all year long.
And as always, going to let you go here, but Class A feels wide open. I know there are a few teams that you can point to, but it really feels like this, just like the last few years. There's that opportunity to get to that state tournament, and once you're there, all bets are off.
Yeah, that's the one nice thing we say every year with our conference and with our region. It's loaded with teams that are state tournament caliber teams. Teams that plan to have success from a state level, and if we can compete with those teams in our conference and region, we feel like we're one of the better teams in the state. And same thing going into this year. Last year we thought we were a top 8 team, and I think over the course of the year, finishing 18-4. We felt we were one of the best 8 teams, but the reality we live in too is in our region. Obviously, Sioux Falls Christian won the state title. Lennox ended up knocking us, or not knocking us up, but beating us in a close game last year, and they go on and I think get 4th. And really, we thought we were in Dakota Valley down the road. We all 4 of our teams last year thought we were state tournament teams. Only 2 are going to get in the SODAC 16, and that's the way it is. But like any year, we ask our guys just keep improving, keep working hard, and it's a roller coaster at times. But you want to be playing your best basketball at the end of February, into March, and just giving yourself a chance at the end of the day when regions come around.
All right, well, Coach, it's going to be another fun season. Thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today.
All right, thank you, Michael.
All right, perfect.
Works.
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Let's pause that.
Want Trey next?
I'll save that as its own file.
Thank you.
Todd's Electric, your full-service electrical contracting company. Todd's Electric services residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial customers. From the simplest service call to the most complex design build project, Todd's Electric has the expertise to do it right. Call Todd's Electric for all your electrical needs. Todd's Electric, helping you control all things electric. Except for lightning. Todd's Electric. Go Tanagers!
Good evening and welcome back to the Birdcage. I'm Michael Schumacher along with Chad Peterson. As we're dealing with the huddle cam, so I should add the delay. I forgot. Yeah, see? Now we should have everything lining up spick and span. Michael Schumacher along with Chad Peterson. This is the Tanager home opener, season opener for boys basketball. Again, the Vermillion Tanager girls fell on Monday to Canton. In what's going to be a learning process for them. But this matchup tonight, I think we're in for a good one tonight.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. I think Vermillion's going to want to jump out and set the pace. And Sioux Falls Lutheran is going to really have to play their own game and not try to play Vermillion's game. Otherwise, I think Vermillion's going to have a big advantage at that point.
Sioux Falls Lutheran, obviously Vermillion is led by Trey Hansen, the returning All-Stater. Luke Jensen, who really came on last year, averaging about 12, 13 points a game. Gabe Larson and Spencer Blanchette, those are kind of your established 4 for Vermillion. For Sioux Falls Lutheran, they're led by Sam Borg, the 6'2 senior guard, who scored about 20 points against Vermillion last year. 20 of the 29. It was an 81-29 game up in Sioux Falls Lutheran. So Sam Borg is an athlete that Vermillion will have to deal with. Abbott Moeller, Braden Willie, 2 5'10 guards, juniors, and then Rowan Becker and Cade Mathis, 2 sophomores. So Vermillion should have an advantage, but like you said, they want to get off to that fast start. As we get ready for starting lineups for Sioux Falls Lutheran. Right, actually, we're going to do the national anthem first, I believe.
We'll open up this evening by asking that you rise and remove your hats. Direct your attention to the right of the video board as we pay tribute to our country with the performance of our national anthem by Vermillion High School sophomore Ellie Holdhusen.
Ellie Holdhusen performing the national anthem tonight. That was the national anthem by Ellie Holdhusen, I believe sister of Leela's nemesis, Anna Holdhusen, so we'll just let that sit just a little bit. Speaking of Leela, I always like to remember our veterans in my life. Leela is a National Guardsman down in North Carolina. My dad served in the Army. My uncle served in the Army. My Uncle George served in the Air Force, and my Uncle Dick served in the Navy. All right. As they're introducing the Vermillion cheerleaders, I always wanted to be a cheerleader. I just, for some reason they did not want me in the skirt. I am not quite sure what that was about, but I got legs up to there. That's all I'm saying. People need to recognize it. And that's an image nobody wants in their mind right now. But did want to preview Monday on my show At the Mic that runs from 7 to 9. I'm going to have the new president and CEO of Special Olympics, Nick Moen, along with Cameron Fenns of USD Basketball, and my daughter, Leela, coming off her bodybuilding show. So that'll all be on Monday at the Mic on Fox Sports 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, KVTK, Vermillion, and Yankton. Well, we're getting ready for starting lineups here. Starting lineups brought to you by Central Farmers Cooperative, serving this community and this area for decades. Central Farmers Cooperative, your source for all your ag needs. All right, starting for Sioux Falls Christian, a 6'3" sophomore guard, Rowan Becker. 6'3" sophomore forward, Cade Mathis. 5'10" junior guard, Abbott Moeller. Then a 5'10" junior guard, number 5, Braden Willie. And then finally, that senior that I mentioned, 6'2", senior guard, number 15, Sam Borg. So it'll be Cade Mathis, Abbott Moeller, Rowan Becker, Braden Willie, and Sam Borg. Sioux Falls Christian in those navy blue uniforms with that light blue trim, white letters and light blue trim around those letters and numbers as well. And here come your Vermillion Tanagers! Let's get ready for basketball! Number 13, Spencer Blanchette. Number 21, 5'11", senior guard, Trenton Thomas. A 6'5", junior forward, number 30, Luke Jensen. 6'1", senior guard, number 32, Gabe Larson. And then finally, All-Stater, 6'4", senior guard, number 33, Trey Hansen. So for the first time in about 4 years, we're not announcing the name Carter Hansen as a starter. One of the leaders of this team, he was always leader. Statistically not the leading scorer, but just an all-around blue player. Really the biggest loss from last year. Landon Cerny a big loss as well. But Carter Hansen, that one that you're probably going to notice the most, that they're going to have to make up for the most. So this will be interesting as Trey Hansen will jump against Sam Borg. And for everyone tuning in, I want to thank you. Even you who were late coming in, you're here now. That's what matters. So here's the jump. Trey Hansen wins the jump into Spencer Blanchett. And we are off. Hansen down the right side up with the left hand, and that is tipped. The first possession is unsuccessful. Nice job defensively. Can't see who got the steal, but Trey Hansen up with the right hand and lays it in for his first point of the game.
Good vision by Trenton Thomas to find him open.
Right. So here's Borg, kicks it back out. Nice floater, but no good. And rebound into the hands of Trey Hansen. Hansen will lay it up. 2 more points, and he passes Jacob Dobney. And that'll be out of bounds. A misplay there by Sioux Falls Lutheran.
I think the student body wanted to see Trey put one down there, but very conservative.
Here's
good
Jensen
look
with the turnaround jumper, makes it quickly 6-0. Luke Jensen.
Yes. So you mentioned missing Carter Hansen. Luke Jensen's going to spell that.
Yep.
And some. He is really going to come on to his own this year. I can feel it.
Last week, and that's going to be a foul on Trenton Thomas. Man, might be called close tonight because that.
I think that's okay, giving up that kind of foul. Shows that you're being aggressive on defense, playing good. It wasn't a reach in, it was more all the body, so I think that foul's okay. I'm okay with that.
They get the pass over, and that's going to be a travel on Cade Mathis.
Yeah, it took one too many steps before he put the ball down.
Larson will inbound the ball, gets it into Trey Hansen. And Larson's another player that we saw last year could really score in spurts.
Yeah, consistency is going to be his game. Really just make sure that you can, be consistent from game to game.
Luke Jensen drives in, has that block, gets his rebound, and they're going to call a jump ball. All right, so that will go over to Sioux Falls Lutheran.
Good play by Sioux Falls Lutheran, challenging Luke in the middle.
And he does.
He plays a lot bigger than 6'2".
6:19 to go here in quarter number one. And here's Borg at the top of the key. Gets it over to Rowan Becker for 3 off the back iron. Rebound into the hands of Luke Jensen. As Hansen has it in the lower corner. So Trenton Thomas gets it down low to Blanchett. Blanchett turnaround jumper, good. Quickly 8-0. So 8-0 Vermillion. But they do get it over to Borg in the corner. So 2.5 minutes into this first quarter, Vermillion has a 8-0 lead, but they also have their second foul now. That'll be on Gabe Larson.
Yeah, just tried to step in front of him a little bit and just got his knee out a little bit too far and drew the foul. Great job by Trey.
On that, but can't keep it from going out of bounds. So 5:20 to go. Sioux Falls Lutheran will inbound.
Sioux Falls Lutheran really needs to hit a basket here. to, it's only 8 right now, but they did not need that turnover.
Hansen leaves that one short.
I think that was partially blocked going up. I think Borg got the back end of that ball.
That is going to be out of bounds off of Sioux Falls Lutheran, and that's going to be a quick timeout on Sioux Falls Lutheran. Timeout's brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. We'll be back right after these messages. And this is Tanager Basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. On the Mesaba scoreboard, Vermillion leads 8-0.
Wanting a specialist without leaving town? We've got you covered. Our clinic offers specialists for the health and wellness of your family. From pediatricians to OBGYNs, plus primary care. You can find it all at Vermillion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanagers Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Coming out of that Murph's Appliance timeout, I'm Michael Schumacher with Chad Peterson. As on the Mesaba scoreboard, Vermillion leads 8-0 with 5:08 to go in quarter number 1. Trey Hansen to inbound along the baseline. Gets into Gabe Larson. Larson up and in.
Good body control there by Gabe. This is where they really need a basket right here, because if they get down by 12, 15 points, you're going to see...
Steal by Larson, head to Blanchette, lays it up and in. And that's exactly what you're talking about.
Just like I said, they really need a hoop to stop the bleeding here, just to get a little bit of confidence that they can make a basket.
Borg will take the 3. Ooh, just short. Rebound there by Trey Hansen.
Trey with great vision down the field, down the court. Great job.
That'll be out of bounds off of Sioux Falls Lutheran.
They got good ball movement. It's just Vermillion's doing a great job jumping in the passing lane and knocking the ball out. So hats off to the Tanagers for playing some great defense here, but they just cannot buy a hoop on the other end. And this is the fast start we were talking about. Get out to a quick start, play your game, and now Sioux Falls Christian is playing Vermillion's game, and that's not going to end up very well for them if they're going to try and do that.
Hansen for 3. That's exactly right. Oh,
that's going to be a foul on
Spencer. That'll be the 3rd foul on Vermillion. That'll be Blanchette's first. No fouls yet on Sioux Falls Lutheran. Good ball movement by Sioux Falls Lutheran to get the ball ahead.
Good defense.
And that was Owen Gilster underneath.
There's Spencer, so fast.
Spencer Blanchette with another basket. He has 4 points, makes it
And Trey picked the pocket.
Trey with the basket.
Oh, what a move.
And Trey has 6 points. He is now tied with Jacob Dobney. As the score is 18-0, another timeout by Sioux Falls Lutheran. We'll take another timeout as well. Brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. On the Mesaba scoreboard, Vermillion leads 18-0. This is Tanager Basketball. Brought to you by...
If you're looking for the perfect fit, Vermillion Vision Care Associates fits like the right pair of glasses. Vision Care Associates has its roots in family eye care, and the doctors are well known for being primary eye care providers. With the ability to treat and diagnose a variety of settings, Vermillion Vision Care Associates is the right fit for you. Plus, they can fit you into a new pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contacts that feel just right. With continuing education, see the best doctors at Vermillion Vision Care Associates.
Welcome to Wall of Fame, where style meets customization, specializing in crafting custom clothing and print shirts. We ensure every stitch and every print is of the highest quality, so you get the best clothes every time. We're here for all your promotion needs, and the best part, our process is seamless. Simply share your
Welcome back to Vermillion Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. With 3:29 on the clock, Vermillion leads 18-0. Vermillion's defense has been very stifling.
Yeah, very solid. Doing exactly what the game plan showed on offense and defense.
And that's going to be a foul on Trey going for the steal. That'll be his first. Team's fourth. And I think these fouls are coming just because you know this team wants to be aggressive. They want to put this away early.
Yeah, they're not stupid fouls, dumb fouls, anything like that. They're just aggressive.
Nope. So Sam Borg to inbound the ball for Sioux Falls Lutheran. They get it down low to Mathis.
Yeah, Sioux Falls Lutheran needs a basket badly right here.
They really do. And here's Borg in the left side, guarded by Gabe Larson.
Nothing's coming easy.
Here's Rowan Becker.
Oh!
And that's going to be a charge as Cale Cleveland is in there on defense now. Well, and on offense, but good defense there by Cale Cleveland.
They finally get a hoop, but it does not. Does it? I don't think it counts. They counted on the scoreboard, but it was offensive foul, so I don't think that counts. No basket. Correct.
Yeah, so foul on Sioux Falls Lutheran. They have not put up there who it's on yet. It is on Rowan Becker.
So we'll see Cleveland first off the bench here and see how he can contribute from the sixth man in.
Luke Jensen down low makes it 20-0 in favor of Vermillion. Reminder, last year's game was 81-29. As that's down low to Abbott Moeller. Oh, almost in. And that's going to be a foul on the shot as Gilster got the rebound. And that'll be Vermillion's fifth team foul. And that is on Cale Cleveland. First free throw, no good for Gilster. As Trenton Thomas goes in for Spencer Blanchette. And that one finally rolls in. First points of the night for the Eagles. Makes it 20-1. As Trey Hansen will pull up for the three. Off the front iron. Rebound there by Gabe Larson. Over to Jensen. Jensen on the block. A lot of contact. No call. As Cade Mathis will bring the ball up, guarded by Gabe Larson. And that pass to Borg, saved by Borg. Rowan Becker for a long three, no good. Rebound. Jensen did have it, but lost it to Sioux Falls Lutheran. And that's into the hands of Trey Hansen.
Good sequence defensively for Tanagers, but Sioux Falls Lutheran just cannot buy a hoop. Stepped on the line, I believe.
Out of bounds. Now checking in will be Tyson Hovden and Spencer Blanchette for Gabe Larson. And Trey Hansen.
Yeah, digging into the bench early.
So with those 6 points that Trey already has, he has tied Jacob Dobney on the points leader scale. There's Trenton Thomas with the steal. Blanchette for three, just a little off. Hovden with the rebound and the putback, though.
Great rebound putback.
Nice job by Hovden. Good positioning, good persistence. 22-1 Vermillion leads here. Borg drives in, and that's going to be another charge. And that one will be the first on Sam Borg.
Yeah, good position underneath. Just Borg trying to do too much there, I think.
Yep. And Vermillion's doing a really nice job of getting into their position and maintaining their position. As Larson checks out, Luke Jensen checks out, Trey Hansen checks back in. So it's Cleveland, Blanchette, Trenton Thomas, Tyson Hovden, and Trey Hansen out there. Hansen drives in, Gets to the block. Gets his own rebound off the miss. Up and in for Trey Hansen. I think he was trying a little bit too hard to draw a foul. I think that's almost why that first shot was off, but he was persistent, followed it, got the rebound, and got it back up. Mathis into the block, and they're going to get an and one opportunity as Trenton Thomas will get his second personal.
Good body control by Mathis to get that in and the and one chance.
So Mathis with the first field goal of the night for Sioux Falls Lutheran with 41.4 seconds to go in the quarter. 24-3, Vermillion leads. And that is up and in. 3 points on the night for Mathis. Makes it 24-4. 38 seconds to go. About 5-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Cale Cleveland over to Trey Hansen. Down low to Gabe Larson. Up and in, and Larson has a chance at an and one.
That's exactly what we were talking about. Trey creating opportunities because he drove down the lane and had 3 bodies on him, but was able to dish it off and get the end one for Gabe.
And a good court awareness for Trey.
Absolutely.
And that and one is good for Gabe.
That's really hard to defend that, too, because you just don't know who to defend. You put 3 guys on somebody, somebody's going to be open.
That's exactly right. So now out there for Sioux Falls Lutheran, it's Mathis, Moeller, Becker, Braden Willie, and Owen Gilster. Now, have you heard what Trey's doing next year?
I have not. I've not heard a thing.
Long three-point attempt, no good. Trey Hansen with the rebound. Ahead to Blanchette. Out to Trey. 3 seconds to go, and they're going to call an offensive foul on Trey Hansen.
Tried to split the gap and got called the other way.
And I will say, I thought the guys were moving. I didn't think they had position, but I guess I was surprised there was a foul called at all. But interesting. So Grant Rorig checks in for the first time tonight. 27-4, Vermillion leads. 2.5 seconds to go in quarter number 1. As Becker has the ball at about half court. And he will not get that shot off in time, and that will do it for the first quarter. Vermillion leads 27-4 on the Masaba scoreboard. This is Tanager basketball brought to you by First Dakota National.
Larson Carpet has all your flooring needs. Step into their showroom to see a wide selection of all types of flooring. They have soft and luxurious carpet that's sure to bring comfort to your home. Stylized tile to make any room pop. Different color options of hardwood to make matching easy. And convenient vinyl plank for when spills happen. Of course, with the best customer service in the area. Their knowledgeable staff will make sure to answer any questions you might have. Larson Carpet, 212 Walnut.
When you need top-notch appliances that last, trust the experts at Murph's Appliance. From washers and dryers to refrigerators, they have all the trusted brands to keep your home running smoothly. At Murph's, you'll find Maytag appliances built for durability and service you can count on. Whether it's a new oven or a repair, they're there for you every step of the way. Stop on down to Murph's Appliance, your local Maytag dealer in Vermillion. Maytag and Murph's, reliable just like you.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball. Got it right on that one. Brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. On the Masaba scoreboard, Vermillion leads 27-5. Trey Hansen with 8 points in that first quarter. 6 points for okay, so they have Spencer's number is 3 up there, but he is 13, so I was crossing everything. And there's Luke Jensen in with the Gabe Larson assist. So 29-5, Luke Jensen going for the and one. Nice assist there by Gabe Larson.
Yeah, you try looking up and down the roster for number 3, and you just don't know who that is.
I didn't. I was like, wow, I'm totally missing something. So 29-5 as Jensen goes to the line. Ooh, in and out.
Definitely the start that Coach Drake wanted, not the start Coach Becker wanted.
No, definitely not. And so it's the same starting five for Vermillion. For Sioux Falls Lutheran, Owen Gilster is out there.
Oh.
Owen Gilster's out there instead of Board. Not quite sure, but that was an air ball. Vermillion with the rebound.
No.
And another offensive foul on Trey Hansen, and Coach Drake.
I'm not sure that he had position there. Trey was totally in control, but just turned around, and I guess sometimes the calls don't go the way you want them to.
So that is the first team foul of the quarter, but the third team foul for a personal foul for Trey Hansen.
Yeah, he's probably going to have to be a little bit careful and try to stay under control a little bit more than he does.
As Abbott Moeller loses control of it for a little bit. That rebound into the hands of Trey Hansen. I have him down for 6 rebounds. Hansen up and gets his rebound there, back up and in. And I'm going to say...
Trey's not going to be any less aggressive.
No, but he did change his shot,
He
so
did.
he was not leaning into the the player on that one. And so it did change that. I think that's why he missed the first half of that. So 31-5, Vermillion leads with 6:38 to go. Here's Rowan Becker. And that'll be a foul on Gabe Larson on the shot. I believe it'll be on Gabe.
Yeah, I think you're going to see Trey Hansen come out here with 3 fouls. You just don't want him to pick up a fourth in the second quarter up by 26 points.
Yeah,
so
31-5.
You got Kale coming in here.
So yeah, Becker, first free throw, no good. Well short. As Cale Cleveland will check
I
in.
think the student air ball, I think the student body wanted to kind of let him have it, but when you're up that many, they really did a good job holding off.
They did. You've got to give them credit.
And just about did that one, too.
Rebound there to Cale Cleveland. Yeah.
Spencer, great effort.
Not complete it, but Cale Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Rebound. Up and in for Cale.
That's the kind of stuff we're talking about. Cale Cleveland is a freshman, but you'd never know it.
Nope, and he's going to be a presence out there. So here's Cade Mathis for 3, drains it.
Finally, they get a bucket.
Miscommunication between Gabe Larson and Luke Jensen.
Yeah, Luke was going baseline, and Gabe was not.
Yep. And so Coach Drake wants to take a timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well. Brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. Masaba scoreboard, Vermillion 33, Sioux Falls Lutheran 8. This is Tanager Basketball.
When it comes to protecting your home, trust the experts at Dave's Roofing, the elite roofing company based in Elk Point, South Dakota. Dave's Roofing delivers a commitment to quality and service that extends from installation to repair and replacement of residential and commercial roofing projects. Done right with no mess left behind. Don't wait until the next storm hits. Call Dave's Roofing today for your free estimate. Experienced, quality, reliable.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. That timeout was brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. With 5:53 to go on the Masaba scoreboard, Vermillion leads 33-8. Sioux Falls Christian bringing the ball up here. Rowan Becker, Cade Mathis, Abbott Moeller, Sam Borg out there now, along with Braden Willie. Mathis gets it out to Becker. Becker for 3! Drains it. Makes it 33-11. Becker kind of gave a little oomph to the student section over there. They might not be so kind if he throws another air ball up.
He might not.
Luke Jensen, cannot complete the turnaround, but Gabe Larson goes up after the rebound and cannot complete.
A blocking foul on Spencer. I thought he had position onto there, but he might have been too far under the hoop.
So that's Blanchette's second personal, team's third. So Braden Willie at the line to shoot 2. And first free throw for Willie, no good. Willie or won't he on the second one? That's the question. Telling Cale Cleveland to get his shoe tied, make sure it's on. Good to go. That one will roll in. 33-12, Vermillion leads now. With 5:06 to go. And boy, another unsuccessful possession for Vermillion.
Yeah, got to take care of the ball a little bit better than that.
Here's Cade Mathis over to Rowan Becker. They're going to call a foul on Blanchette on the floor.
Oh, I thought that was continuation, but on the floor. Good effort.
That'll be Blanchette's third personal. So that'll bring in Tyson Hovden for Spencer Blanchette.
That's what we talked about earlier. Get foul trouble, we got depth.
Exactly. A lot of very similar pieces that you can put in. As that pass from Braden Willie was just down the line and to nobody, out of bounds. And Vermillion will take over. 4:44 to go here in quarter number 2. Hovden will bring the ball up. And that's what we said. Hovden's a great ball handler, can replace Blanchette when needed. And of course, Trey Hansen out right now. And they're going to call a travel on Gabe Larson. So there's been a stretch here where Coach Drake has to be probably a little unhappy. Now, he might disagree with some of the calls, but just a number of consecutive unsuccessful possessions.
Yeah, just play within yourself. Just be in control and don't make any careless mistakes.
So Mathis goes up, rebound there to Trenton Thomas. Cale Cleveland can't hit that shot. Rebound to Sioux Falls Lutheran. Borg will take a 3. Unsuccessful. Thomas with another rebound. As they get the ball ahead to Hovden. Hovden down the baseline, and he is going to be fouled on the block.
Hey, good Luke. Luke Jensen had a good open passing lane there and was able to see Tyson, but got hammered underneath, so he'll go and shoot a couple.
So that'll be on Abbott Moeller as Hovden goes to the line. First free throw up and good. So that'll be the second team foul this quarter on Sioux Falls Lutheran. And Hovden's second free throw no good, but Jensen rebound, turnaround jumper up and good. 36-12 now Vermillion leads.
3-point play the other way.
Exactly. Like a reverse sweep in volleyball, reverse three-pointer.
Really good defense in the middle.
There's another rebound for Luke Jensen. And that'll be a travel on Luke. He lost control. He was going to try to pass it and couldn't quite gather it. And it's, wow, you don't see carry called too often, but he did. He got his hand.
Definitely did, yeah.
Cade Mathis called for that, so turnover on Sioux Falls Lutheran, so right back to Vermillion, leading 36-12.
Some of those mistakes that you just hate to see when you're down by 20. You just don't want to see those types of things.
And that is off of Sioux Falls Lutheran, so Vermillion will inbound again with 29 seconds on the shot clock. Trenton Thomas, pull-up jumper from the baseline, drains it. 38-12 Vermillion.
Trenton Thomas, that's a missing piece they had last year. I think he's really going to be a good contributor this year, coming off that injury and healthy again. That's the most important part.
Exactly. And so a lot of players that can do that pull-up jumper, create a little bit of space that way, the 12 to 15-footer. Here's Rowan Becker for three. No good.
Good
nice save there by Abbott Moeller. Oh, nice job there by Braden Willie. Looked around, realized he had a little bit of space there. Makes it 38-14. Trenton Thomas for a long three. No good. Rebound there by Abbott Moeller.
Knocked out of bounds.
Knocked out of bounds by Vermillion. As Grant Rohrig will check in. Gabe Larson will check out. As here's Rowan Becker bringing the ball up. Now Borg has been a lot less assertive this quarter, hasn't he?
Yeah, he definitely has been. He's got 2 fouls, but definitely not 2 fouls is nothing to where you can pull back and not continue to be aggressive.
Yeah. So it's been interesting because he was so much. I almost wonder if he was trying to do too much, if that's why he was not the starter coming into the second quarter.
Could have been, and he has no points and 2 fouls. He just need to get him more involved here.
And a travel called on Cale Cleveland, as now checking in for Sioux Falls Lutheran is Peter Samp. And we're going to take a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. With 2:09 to go in the second quarter, Vermillion leads 38-14 on the Mesaba scoreboard. This is Tanager Basketball brought to you by First Dakota National.
It's funny how life is made up of moments. Quiet ones, big ones, and ones you never forget. A wish, a milestone, a moment you didn't know would mean so much. Because life is made in the moments we share. Voyage Federal Credit Union. For every memory made, for every moment ahead.
Welcome back to the Tanager Basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher with Chad Peterson on the Mesaba scoreboard. Vermillion leads 38-14. That timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street. All right, Chad, do you have any recommendations for my late night Jim Jam song tonight? Christmas music.
Oh boy.
I got to start adding to my repertoire. Otherwise, or if anybody out there has a suggestion, text me 605-661-5858.
I don't know. I like Mariah Carey. I don't know if you can do that though.
I can do anything. I just don't know that I can do it well.
I'm not sure I like Mariah Carey. It might be a little much, but her $2.5 million a year she makes for that song, I need to get into that business.
I think so. So Hobden with his first personal.
Need to put out my country Christmas album. That's not coming soon, just to let you know.
Like I said, so if anybody has a suggestion for my late night Jim Jam Christmas song, text me 605-661-5858. As Rowan Becker, nothing but hands on that one, nowhere ball there.
You could do Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. How's that?
Holly Jolly Christmas, that's on the table. Hey, Becker 2 for 2 from the line, 38-16.
Yeah, for some reason I heard Burl Ives on the way home tonight and stuck in my head, so not everybody can pull that off.
I used to, for the longest time, I always got Burl Ives and Thurl Ravenscroft mixed up. So for the longest time, I thought Burl Ives sang the Grinch song.
Oh, yep, nope.
But nope, Thurl Ravenscroft, Burl Ives, not the same person. Luke Jensen, turn around, gets it out to Trenton Thomas. Back to Luke on the bed, on the block, turn around, jumper, point. I don't know that there are many players better at that little 5 to 8 foot jumper than Luke Jensen.
Man, and when he squares up to the basket, it's almost unstoppable.
Yeah. At 6'5" with that length.
Yeah, there's nobody on this floor that's going to contest that.
Borg for 3. Drains it. 40-19.
He's on the board.
That's Borg's first basket of the night. 21-point lead for the Tanagers with a minute to go here in half number 1. Hansen cannot get that call. Borg with the rebound.
I like Tyson. He's got a nice release, nice quick release to where somebody can't really get a hand in his face. The ball's already gone.
All right, and there we go. And so Grant Rohrig in the paint. And that is stolen away. And so it seems like I had myself on mute there for a while, so people were just hearing you chat about Burl Ives. They didn't hear my beauty about Thurl Ravenscroft and Burl Ives being one and the same.
Well, we'll have to recap then, I guess.
We were talking about needing a gym jam for tonight when I get back to the gym. And rebound there by Peter Sant, but unable to connect. 4 seconds to go in the half. Jensen. Grant Rohrig has that block as the time rolls out. 40-19 at the half. Vermillion leads. We'll be back with our halftime show after this, brought to you by the Vermillion Chamber and Development Company. Vermillion leads by 21 on the Mesaba scoreboard. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. And just a reminder, we're looking for suggestions for my late night gym jam, looking for Christmas music. So if you have a suggestion, text me at 605-661-5858 or find me on Facebook Messenger, and we'll toss them into the hopper. All right, we'll be right back after.
Candice Couture is your complete women's lingerie shop. Bras, underwear, PJs, loungewear, swimwear, sports bras, activewear, and much, much more. Small to 3 extra large and over 200 different sizes of bras. AA to O cup bands 28 to 56 in store. Candice Couture, 17 West Main Street.
The Pizza Ranch Vermillion is your event headquarters. Enjoy the crisp salad bar, the country's best chicken, and fresh pizza. Want a custom pizza? Just ask. We are proud to offer the buffet your way. And the Fun Zone Arcade features 36 games, 2 golf simulators, and full bar. Perfect for pregame tailgates and parties. Have a business meeting, team, or office party? Reserve the Dakota Center. It holds up to 300 people. Order online at pizzaranch.com for delivery or circle your wagons and make Pizza Ranch your tailgate place next to USG.
In a situation like this, the first thing you do, of course, is make sure everybody's okay. And then you're thinking, you better call your insurance person. No, just call Justin. At Vermillion Auto Works, you see Justin handles all the insurance claims and gives free quotes. Not everybody does the free quote thing anymore, you know. So call Justin at Vermillion Auto Works. He'll take care of the situation. Carrying WeatherTech, Rough Country, and Tuxedo. Vermillion Auto Works.
Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion treats you like family. They believe a healthy smile starts with compassionate care. From toddlers to grandparents, their gentle team is here for your whole family. Whether it's a routine checkup or a full smile makeover, they'll keep you comfortable and confident. Knutson Family Dentistry in Vermillion makes your smile shine. Visit Knutson Family Dentistry online or call today, 605-624-6291.
Back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher alongside Chad Peterson. I did it again. I was unmuted. I muted myself. Now I'm unmuted again. Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I'm Michael Schumacher alongside Chad Peterson, where the Tanagers lead at the half, 40-19 on the Mesaba scoreboard. Leading the way for Vermillion, Luke Jensen with 12 points. Trey Hansen had a really hot start, but he got into foul trouble, so he sat for most of that second quarter. But he does have 10 points. Gabe Larson with 5. Spencer Blanchette with 4. 2 for Trenton Thomas, 2 for Cale Cleveland, and 3 for Tyson Hovden. And I believe I'm missing 2 for somebody, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll figure it out. And then for Vermillion, Sioux Falls Lutheran. Okay, yeah, they do. I thought I'd missed a point. I did not. So it's 40-18. Vermillion leads Sioux Falls Lutheran. 3 points for Sam Borg. 3 points. 3 points for Braden Willie. You have Cade Mathis with 6 points leading the way. One point for Owen Gilster, 5 points for Rowan Becker. So Vermillion leading 40-18 here at the half with just a really pretty dominant performance. But there were some spots in there where, Coach Drake wasn't quite happy with the ultimate performance.
Yeah, I think during the first part of the second quarter, things got, I don't want to call it sloppy, but just not as sharp as they were when they first came out.
Seems like they lost a little focus.
A little bit. When you get up by 20 points, sometimes that happens. But I'm sure he's going to have them refocus here, and you'll probably see them come out just like they did in the first quarter and probably put this game, it's fairly out of reach now, but I think you'll probably see by the end of the third quarter it'll be a little bit more lopsided. I think they're just going to come out. You'll probably see Trey Hansen come out, maybe be a little bit more in control, not want to pick up foul number 4, and probably a little bit more off the bench. You'll probably see a little bit more Cale Cleveland, probably more Tyson Hobden as we get further down the road here.
Yeah, I think that's exactly right. You want to come out of the third quarter. You want to get that transition period. But yeah, I think most of that fourth quarter, if things continue this way, I think most of that fourth quarter is going to be your reserves, which is good, getting them some playing time and a chance to see the court. So when we come back, we're going to take a look around the state, brought to you by by Kalen's Indoor Comfort. Take a look around other scores around the state. I do know the Yankton Gazelles fell to Harrisburg 60-38, so the Gazelles are now 1-1 on the season. We'll be back with more of the Vermillion Chamber and Development Company halftime show after these messages. This is Tanager Basketball, brought to you by
Fuller Digital Solutions started small, but now we're growing as FDS provides live streaming coverage for over 20 schools across 3 different states on our Fuller Digital Solutions YouTube channel. Subscribe to get notified when we go live for your school events. Big events are captured live, and your business can get noticed with advertising during our live streams. Local talent and camera operators are encouraged to contact us too. For future employment, no experience necessary, we will train. For information about advertising or working with Fuller Digital Solutions, email us and follow us on Facebook.
So we had a question. Is it Eustace? Is that his name?
Interior technicians.
Jerry, I need your help. I'm in a real pickle.
How can we help? We clean carpets, furnace and duct cleaning, mold remediation, fire restoration, water damage restoration, office cleaning, and much more.
No, Jerry, I'm in a real pickle. I'm stuck and I can't get out. Hang on, I'll send you a pic so you can see what I mean.
Oh, my gosh. When you need it clean, call the Intech team. Fixing pickles since 1984.
I think Jen had mentioned that, so I was like...
If you want somebody to come into your home and fix everything right the first time, look professional, act professional, treat you with respect, you gotta call Kalen's. When they come in, I feel that they want to be there. I feel that they want to help me.
They put on the little booties over their shoes. They had canvas from the garage door all the way down to walk on. They left the furnace room in the basement probably cleaner than it was when they came in.
They just do customer service very well. I would recommend Kalen's to anyone.
To be honest, it's the people that I work with. I love what I do. You gotta love what you do to come every day. But the people I work with make coming 10 times easier. You want to be a part of a team that cares for you and that actually put in the time to teach you and show you the things to do in a proper way. You're just full of people who care.
Here, if you got lifts in your cleats, you're not 6 foot.
Starting the first bank in South Dakota was the easy part. Earning the confidence of local farmers, helping families account for their dreams, and securing the future for countless businesses took us a little longer. We owe it to the hard workers, big dreamers, and forward thinkers out there. Thank you for making South Dakota a great place to call home.
Track, I think, doesn't it?
And then Tyson, I was not expecting Tyson to...
Yeah.
Basketball brought to you by First Sioux Falls Lutheran begins with possession. Dave will have Mathis, Moeller, Lord, Rowan Becker, and Braden Willie out there. Same starting five for both teams. Up the right, left hand, no good. Rebound there to Spencer Bland. Check. Down to Trenton Thomas. Up and finish. It's 42-18.
Not a good shot selection there. That's not what Sioux Falls Lutheran needed. They needed a better shot than that.
They do, and there's a foul. Unable to sky for that rebound, just kind of hung up there. As Sioux Falls Lutheran was able to get that. Over to Board. Board for a long three. No good. Rebound into the hands of Cade Mathis.
Better shot there, but just couldn't find the rim.
And so Board takes that three, unable to connect. Rebound into the hands of Trey Hansen. And Gabe Larson with the long three. Oh, just off the front iron. Rebound into the hands of Sam Board. So here's Braden Willie. Out to Cade Mathis. Thank you, Nicole. As Board has it on the left-hand side. Rowan Becker hits the three. Makes it 42-21.
Good possession there for Sioux Falls Lutheran to get the open shot.
Good ball movement there. Oh! And that's going to be a foul on Braden Willie. You know, Trey took a pretty good shot on that one.
Yeah.
There was no acting on that, so.
Yeah, I think the Sioux Falls Lutheran coach wanted a little acting flop there, but definitely wasn't. There was definitely contact there in the upper torso for Trey.
Yeah, no, that was definitely full force. And Trey Hansen with the bucket.
Good aggressive move. 3 fouls in.
And so that's Rowan Becker's second personal.
Yeah, like we talked about, you're not going to stop Trey from being aggressive. I don't care how many fouls he's got.
Exactly. And he hits the free throw for the and one, making it 45-21. As here's Sam Borg over to Rowan Becker. Becker guarded by Trey Hansen. Long three-point attempt, no good. Rebound there by Trey. I have Trey 1 rebound away from a double-double as he goes into the paint, up and unable to connect, but he is fouled on the shot. That'll be the third team foul on Sioux Falls Lutheran, and that's going to be the second personal foul on Braden Willie.
Yeah, he thought he had that one in for sure. Just did not get enough on it.
And 46-21 now on that free throw. And 2 for 2 from the line, 47-21, Vermillion leads. That's 15 points and 9 rebounds according to my incomparable stats. Nobody can deny that they're accurate.
Oh, good steal.
There by Trey Hansen. Goes into the paint, and he is going to be fouled there by Rowan Becker. It was a smart play by Trey. He could have tried to go in, but he was a little out of control. Jump stop. He knew he could either go up and get the foul or he'd have a clear shot and makes that free throw. Makes the front end. I was going to say front end of the one-on-one that doesn't exist anymore.
Doesn't exist, right.
Yeah. 4 for 4 from the line for Trey. Make it 5 for 5. 49-21 now. As Trey now has 17 points on the night. Long three-point attempt, no good. Rebound, Gabe Larson. Trey, first three-pointer is good! 20 points on the night for Trey Hansen. That's his first three-pointer. Second attempt, I believe. And Vermillion now has a 31-point lead. Rowan Becker for three. He'll drain it. He now has 11 points on the night as Blanchette brings the ball up with Vermillion leading by 28. Trey into the paint, pull-up jumper, no good. They may have gotten a piece of that. 52-24, Vermillion leads.
Yeah, I think that was partially blocked.
Yeah. 4:32 to go here in quarter number 3. Cade Mathis up with the right hand, up and under, 52-26.
Yeah, good move by Mathis to get to the hoop and then shield Luke away from him to get the three, or get the
Trey unable to connect on the three, but rebound there by Trenton Thomas. Up and in, 54-26. Nice job by Trenton on that one. And that's going to be a timeout taken by Coach Kent Becker. This timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance with Vermillion leading 54-26, 3:57 to go on the Mesaba scoreboard. We'll be back right after these messages. This is Tanager Basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank on Fox Sports Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, KVTK.
Truckers, commercial fleet, car owners. When you need a DOT inspection, you need a battery, oil change, diagnostic, or specialized tire service for farm, auto, and heavy equipment, JFI will get your vehicle repaired and washed and back on the road. JFI proudly supports Vermillion Tanagers, the community of Vermillion, in business for nearly 100 years for a reason. JFI is the best, and that's no lie. JFI 1218 Compton Court, Vermillion.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. I am not muted. Chad, are you muted?
I think I'm good.
You're good too. So Nicole should be hearing both of us now. Nicole, you message me if you're hearing both of us or if you're not, because you are my lifeline. 3:57 to go here in quarter number 3. Vermillion leads 54-26. Sioux Falls Lutheran with the ball coming out of that Murph's Appliance timeout. Here's Rowan Becker over to Sam Borg. Out to Abbott Moeller for 3, no good. Rebound there by Trey Hansen, and that's a triple-double according to my stats. Trey with a spin move, and they're going to call a travel. And, yeah, it was either a carry at one point or a travel. Can't argue with that one too much.
No, definitely took an extra step.
Yeah, they're going to call that on you. And so 54-26, 3:32 to go here in quarter number 3. Becker goes up. You can see Trey backing off a little bit with that third foul.
No sense in picking up another foul. You got Gabe and Cale Cleveland in there cleaning off the boards, so out of control. And we got 2 Sioux Falls Lutheran guys down at the end of the court.
And Luke Jensen.
Gonna have to call it.
And that's going to be an injury
official timeout here.
That's 56-26 as
he might have rolled an ankle there, I think.
Especially Abbott Moeller looking down, so an injury timeout as they make that switch out.
Yeah, I think he came down on somebody's foot and rolled his ankle.
Yeah, that is never fun.
We hope that's all it is. Nothing worse.
No. So coming in for Abbott Moeller will be number 32, Owen Gilster. So it's Mathis, Moeller, Mathis, Becker, Willie, Borg, and Gilster out there for Sioux Falls Lutheran. As here's Borg driving in the baseline, lays it up and in, 56-28.
Yeah, good move on the baseline there. He knew he could go against Trey Hansen. Trey didn't want to pick up foul number 4 there. Oh!
They're going to call a foul.
Landed right on the ball. But he's all right. I would not be all right if I landed on the ball.
So that's going to be Spencer Blanchette's 4th personal here in the third quarter with 2:20 to go. Because we hit that 30-point mark, the clock is rolling. So it's now 2:15 to go and counting. So you'll hear that time just ticking away as they kick it out. And here is Becker, guarded by Hansen. Becker caught in the paint, gets it out to Braden Willie. Willie up and under, no good. Rebound there by Gilster. Boy, has it knocked away by Trenton Thomas. They're going to call a foul on Thomas. That'll be Thomas's third personal. Hovden will get ready to check in. Part of me thinks that we're not going to see a lot of these players in the fourth quarter for Vermillion.
No, chances are we're not. I don't know if Drake is going to be very happy about all the fouls. When we first started, a lot of the fouls were being aggressive, and now we're getting a little reach in here, reach in there. Maybe they're getting whistle happy. I'm not sure what it is, but a little more fouls than probably Coach Drake would like to see.
And that is Borg unable to hit the turnaround as Hansen pokes that away. Ball's on the court. Oh! Unable to get the shot to connect. Here's Borg with the turnaround jumper. No good.
I've not seen anybody shoot a ball from their stomach before, but that was pretty talented.
And that's going to be another foul on Vermillion. That's going to be on Thomas again. He's going to have 4 now. Third team foul. And Coach Drake wants to take a timeout. This timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion as Daxton Christensen gets set to check in. This will be a full timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance. This is Tanager Basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Get the finest wood in the neighborhood. Down at the lumberyard.
But it's not just wood at the lumberyard. With a wide variety of quality building materials, the folks at the lumberyard can help you with all of your project needs. Whether it be paint, siding, cabinets, windows, or of course lumber, the lumberyard is ready to help. The best wood in the neighborhood at the lumberyard, 1000 West Cherry Street in Vermillion.
Welcome back to Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Coming out of that Murph's Appliance timeout. Vermillion leads 56-28 on the Masaba scoreboard. Sioux Falls Lutheran with the ball as you now have Daxton Christensen out there, and they're going to call a travel on Rowan Becker. Good defense by Daxton there.
Yeah, great job. I thought it was either going to be a travel or a jump ball, one or the other, but great job by Daxton on that play.
So
still got Trey in there, though.
Yep. So 50 seconds to go, about 15-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Again, rolling clock. Three-point attempt there by Luke Jensen, no good. Rebound to Sam Borg.
So Trey and Luke in there from the starting lineup. I don't know how much longer they'll be in there. Probably end of this quarter. Maybe that's about it.
Yeah, I don't think they'll come back out for the fourth. Steal there by Dax Christensen.
Shot clock off here, so probably hold for the last shot of the quarter.
So 16 seconds. Trey with 20 points. Luke Jensen with 14, leading the way tonight for Vermillion. Trey's going to drive in, pull it back out. 5 seconds to go. Kicks it out to Dax. Over to, Dax. And they're going to call a foul on Owen Gilster, and that'll be the 5th team foul. So Dax is going to go to the line to shoot 2 as the clock has run out.
Yeah, it foul with .2 left on the clock, so they'll let him shoot.
So nobody will be on the line. Dax Christensen set to shoot 2.
I think I'd rather have all my guys stand in the lane instead of stand there by myself.
Yeah.
And they are going to have them out there. I was going to say, that gets a little bit...
and they did put a second on the clock, too.
Okay, good.
So I say you intentionally missed the second one, to get that clock. Oh, wait, do we not do that in the third quarter? Here's Dax Christensen. Oh, I believe those would be his first varsity points. So 57-28 on Dax Christensen's first free throw. First points as a player on varsity. And he gets the second one right after, baby. 59-28, or 58-28, Vermillion leads And there's a long three by Gilster, no good. And that's the way the third quarter will end. And we'll see who comes out for Vermillion in the fourth. But Vermillion leading by 30. 8 minutes to go. This is Vermillion basketball brought to you by First Dakota National Bank, leading 58-28 on the Mesaba.
Welcome to Runnings in Vermillion. Shop their great lineup of clothes for women. Names like Ariat and Carhartt for men. Boots and shoes and kids' clothing. Runnings has a large supply of animal food and accessories. Love the outdoors? See the selection of ammo, firearms, and fishing equipment. For everything you need, walk through the doors at Runnings, your home, farm, and outdoor store, Vermillion.
The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Vermillion is proud to support local athletics like USD and the Tanagers. The DQ Fall flavors are in, and DQ has great food at great prices. Get a $7 meal deal. Choose from a cheeseburger or 3-piece chicken basket with fries, a drink, and a sundae for only $7. Got an office team party or birthday party? If you want to celebrate, don't bake, buy a DQ cake. And DQ supports the Sanford Children's Network. So after the game, take your team for a thrill to the Dairy Queen Grill and Chill, 905 East Cherry Street, Vermillion, South Dakota.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. On the Mesaba scoreboard, we enter the fourth quarter, Vermillion leading 58-28. Original starting five out there for Vermillion, and the original starting five for Sioux Falls Lutheran, except for Owen Gilster's in for Abbott Moeller. And that ball's knocked out of bounds, last touched by the Tanagers. And that clock will continue to run, 7:49 and counting. As a Blanchette ended up on the ground, that was why there was such an easy Sioux Falls Lutheran rebound, but still unsuccessful. Three-pointer there for Trenton Thomas, making it 61-28.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Spencer got stepped on there or what. He's a little gimpy on his right leg, but I think he's going to be all right.
There's Borg for a long three, and Blanchette with the rebound. And ball is stolen away by Sioux Falls Lutheran.
Boy, letting them play here.
They are. Jensen up with the shot. Gabe Larson with the steal and the assist.
Bodies all over the floor.
Let the bodies hit the floor. I believe that's a song. If it's not, I should make it.
I think it is.
Oh, okay.
That is a timeout.
Timeout taken by Sioux Falls Lutheran, and we'll have a brand new Vermillion lineup on the other side of this. This timeout brought to you by Murph's Appliance on Main Street in Vermillion. This is Tanager Basketball.
Slumberland Furniture at 2401 Broadway in Yankton, home of Kirkland Furniture Group's, bedroom groups by Laguna, and dining sets by Tower and Catadel. They're also the only place to offer furniture by Flex Steel and the biggest selection of Lazy Boy in the area. The Mattress Gallery is full of the best brand name mattresses in the business, including the all-new Tempur-Pedic Active Breeze personalized climate-controlled mattress. Slumberland Furniture, dining, bedroom sets, and mattresses in Yankton.
Lucky for us, life is full of choices, big and small, just as it should be. They define us, make us who we are. And when it comes time for you to choose, a car, home, your next big adventure, or start a new business, Farmers Union Insurance has the variety of choices to make sure you have the perfect coverage to protect each perfect moment. Farmers Union Insurance.
Probably wouldn't have.
Yeah. Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball as we have a new starting five coming out of the timeout. Tyson Hovden, we know. Cale Cleveland, we know. Grant Rohrig, we've seen. Dax Christensen, and Henry Orr. So a new starting five, total of 7 points out there. 2 for Cale Cleveland, 2 for Dax Christensen, and 3 for Tyson Hovden. And that's going to be a shot clock violation by Sioux Falls Lutheran. And the clock does continue to run.
Good defense there by Vermillion.
Really was. 63-28. And here's Dax Christensen driving in. Kicks it over to a cutting Hovden. Nice job. Hovden leaves it short. Kind of got nailed on the rebound there.
Yeah, I got hit right in the forehead with an elbow, but still is trying to scrap. Oh, good defense there.
Nice job by Cale Cleveland on that one. Hitting the ground. 5:42 to go. Chance for some of these players to kind of show what they can do out there. Because it's the original starters, most of the starters for Sioux Falls Lutheran, so you're playing the starter quality, or varsity quality. Wow. And that is out of bounds off of Sioux Falls Lutheran, so it will stay with Vermillion. 8 seconds remaining on the shot clock, 5:20 on the game clock.
Going to have a good inbounds here, and don't really have time to set up the offense, so got to get a good inbound and a good pass inside here. Oh, now we're down to 6. So now we got to be a little bit quicker here and try and find some good inbound play to where we get a quick layup.
All right, 4-3. Oh, Orr can't get it up. It did not hit rim. So.
And intercepted by Henry. Nope, Dax Christensen.
Dax Christensen, just too long of an outlet pass there, but a nice steal.
Yeah, he thought he saw Henry break, and then Henry turned around and didn't catch the ball in the air, so out of bounds to Sioux Falls Lutheran.
Yeah, Dax looked a lot like J.J. McCarthy there for a moment.
Yikes.
Oh, are they going to call a foul on Henry? Wow. No. They're calling it on Hovden. That's the first team, second personal.
Clock continues to run.
3:59 halfway through this fourth quarter. Borg in and makes the shot, makes it 63-30. So they have outscored what they did last year, which was 29 points against Vermillion. Borg with 7 points on the night. As Cale Cleveland loses control of it. Not the cleanest basketball this last few minutes.
No, I like what they're doing, though. They're running the offense, and I think Sioux Falls Lutheran just stepping in front of into the passing lanes here, too. So got a little more experience out there for the Eagles than for Vermillion, but just trying to run the offense here and run as much time off the shot clock as they can.
Pull-up jumper by Hovden, no good off the back iron. Rebound there by Borg. 63-32, Vermillion leads with 3 minutes to go. Nice job by Hovden, though, with the steal. And he's going to lay it up, and that is going to be blocked by Braden Willie. But Hovden with a nice steal there. 2:48 and counting. Vermillion, they're going to open their season with a win. You always like to see that. Oh, nice job by Cleveland. Driving the baseline, going up and under with the left hand.
Changed hands, yeah, great move.
Reminds me of me.
Not me.
Only good. There's a rebound by Henry Orr. I always like to say my basketball career peaked in 3rd grade. I hit 3 out of 4 free throws in Crofton Summer Ball.
That might have been mine, too.
Yeah, Bob Heggie was my coach, and he couldn't even believe I hit 1. So Hovden leaves that short. And we're getting in. Who are we getting in? Brody Meredith set to check in. Cam Bottleson set to check in. And Grayson Jacobs set to check in. Borg with the long 3, no good. Grant Rohrig with the rebound. Yeah. Rohrig out to Orr. Orr drives in the paint, pull up. And good for Henry Orr. And that's going to make it 67-32. Timeout for a rotation here. As checking out will be Cale Cleveland, Tyson Hovden, and Henry Orr. So it's Dax Christensen, Grayson Jacobs, Grant Rohrig, Cam Bottleson, and Brody Meredith. 1:20 to go, 67-32. Vermillion with a nice lead here. Turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound there for Brody Meredith. I get Meredith and Jacobs confused. That's why the pause, so I can look at the number. Oh, 6-7 up on the scoreboard, so that's what we're hearing chanted over there. If anyone knows exactly what that means, please text me, 605-661-5858. I am adult. I was never current on anything, so here is Grayson Jacobs. That pass is stolen away by Rowan Becker, up and in, 67-34.
How tall he was, and he said 6'7"-ish. I think that's where it started.
It has to be.
It's a song or I don't know. I'm old. I don't know.
That's a Bryan Adams song, Summer of 67, right? Oh, wait, no, 69. Okay.
Sophomore year.
Yeah, sophomore. That was the rewrite. And the final seconds are going to tick off here. 16, 15, 14. Vermillion will come away with a victory here. Bottleson with 10 seconds to go. Gets it over to Dax Christensen. Vermillion's just going to dribble it out. And Vermillion's going to walk away with a 67-34 victory. So a great win for the Tanagers. And it's going to go down as the 6-7 game. They finish with 67. On the Mesaba scoreboard, Vermillion wins 67-34. We'll see if Coach Drake comes up after they talk. And so Vermillion wins 67-34. We'll be back with the Vermillion Chamber and Development Company post-game show with Chad Peterson.
Clay County Abstract and Title Company has a complex job that boils down to something very simple: helping you purchase your dream with confidence. When investing in a new home, a new site for your business, or piece of property, you want peace of mind that the property is truly yours. Clay County Abstract and Title Company has been doing just that since 1946. Clay County Abstract and Title Company, proud supporters of Vermillion activities and proud to be a part of your dreams come true.
Warmer days are coming, and sooner or later your air conditioning will need to kick in as well. But what if it doesn't? Well, don't wait. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling. With 43 years in the business, we're very knowledgeable on what we do and how we serve our customers. You can rest assured that when you call day or night, someone will always pick up the call. Join our elite club today and become a priority member. Skip the line, get discounts on services, and have no overtime fees. Call Larry's Heating and Cooling for expert service from factory-trained technicians.
I'm Blaine Olson, owner of Blaine's Body Shop in Vermillion. I grew up here, graduated here, and now have a business here. I'm proud to serve the community that has helped me live this dream. I have top-notch equipment, the latest in training, along with a work ethic and the desire to serve you. Should you need repairs in the future, please remember Blaine's Body Shop across from Polaris on the Highway 50 bypass in Vermillion.
Blaine's Body Shop. Automotive collision repair.
Now online at blainesbodyshop.com.
Hey kids, it's never too early to start planning for your future. Did you know Mesaba provides scholarships and tuition assistance? They are committed to your success, offering engineering, drafting, and welding opportunities, plus scholarships, job shadowing, and mentorship programs. Learn more at mesabainc.com/careers. When I grow up, I want to work at Mesaba.
Mesaba Manufacturing. Unlock your future and rock with us.
Even Dax Christensen, we saw a lot in that rotation, so, still to be determined if that's going to be the new norm or if Coach Drake is just wanting to see who works well together, knowing his first 4, 5, or 6.
Yeah, I'm sure he has an idea, but yeah, it's good to see all those guys get in, get some minutes, get some experience, some court time, real game experience. That's exactly what he kind of wanted to see tonight. Vermillion got off to a great start, and they did exactly what they set out to do. And I think Coach Drake's going to be pretty pleased with the overall performance of how they played on both ends of the court tonight.
Yeah, we did talk. There were some lapses there, whether it was focus, just kind of sloppiness, but also when you're up at a certain point, that's going to happen. But if you're a coach, those are coaching opportunities.
Right.
This is a chance for us to take away. You would have had maybe more of a break, if we had it up even more. But it's a great start to the season. Now Vermillion, their next game will be on Tuesday. That will be in West Central. That should be a tough matchup. I think that's going to be a good matchup. That'll probably be more of a test of how the season will go.
Right
there than this one. But this is a great way to get your feet wet and get some game action underneath you.
Absolutely. Yeah, that'll be a good game. It'll really give us a good test as to where we're gonna stand. It's early in the season, but it's going to give us a good test to see how deep our bench needs to go. And trying to stay out of foul trouble. I think that was the biggest thing is Trey got in foul trouble early, had to sit for a little bit, didn't want to pick up foul number 4 in the second quarter, even if you're up 25 points. So I think, it'll be a good test to see how deep our bench really needs to go.
It will be. And so that'll be a fun one to check out. So looking forward to that. We'll see when we get back. We'll either talk to Coach Trey or look around the state. So we'll be back in just a couple minutes with more of our Vermillion Chamber and Development Company post-game show. I'm Michael Schumacher.
Todd's Electric, your full-service electrical contracting company. Todd's Electric services residential, commercial, agricultural, and industrial customers. From the simplest service call to the most complex design build project, Todd's Electric has the expertise to do it right. Call Todd's Electric for all your electrical needs. Todd's Electric, helping you control all things electric. Except for lightning. Todd's Electric. Go Tanagers!
Wanting a specialist without leaving town? We've got you covered. Our clinic offers specialists for the health and wellness of your family. From pediatricians to OBGYNs, plus primary care. You can find it all at Vermillion Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home.
If you're looking for the perfect fit, Vermillion Vision Care Associates fits like the right pair of glasses. Vision Care Associates has its roots in family eye care, and the doctors are well known for being primary eye care providers. With the ability to treat and diagnose a variety of settings, Vermillion Vision Care Associates is the right fit for you. Plus, they can fit you into a new pair of glasses, sunglasses, or contacts that feel just right. With continuing education, see the best doctors at Vermillion Vision Care Associates.
Welcome back to Vermillion Tanager Basketball, brought to you by First Dakota National Bank. Well, let's take a look at the stats. Trey Hansen had 20 points, Luke Jensen 16. And you got to think with Trey Hansen, the amount of time he wasn't on the court for the foul trouble in the second quarter, which would have been prime scoring time.
Right.
And in the fourth quarter, he had a pretty good, as they say, per 48 type of scoring ratio. I think we're going to see some big things for him tonight. He passed Jacob Dobney on the all-time scoring list. Looks like next up is Cooper Williams. So with that tonight, Trey is now at 1,075 points. He is 79 behind Cooper Williams. Looks like for fifth. Cooper Williams is fifth on the all-time list. And so, Trey Hansen a few games away yet from that fifth place. But man, fifth, fourth, third, and second and first are all fairly close together. So every game's could be a new record for Trey, and so that's exciting this season for a player such as him. And so, and he has Luke Jensen, kind of a great running mate. And we saw it doesn't have to all be Trey.
No,
tonight.
Absolutely not.
We saw that in what Gabe Larson can do, Spencer Blanchett. Trenton Thomas and Tyson Hovden, that Trey's the name people know, but it's a team much more than that. And we do have Coach Jay Drake with us. And, Coach, hopefully you can hear me. I know the headphones aren't working, but, you guys got off to a fast start. And you didn't look back. But obviously, how happy were you with that start for your team?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay,
yep.
I'm just making sure. Yeah, like anything, typical with us and with our teams, you're trying to dictate some things defensively, and that especially early in the year. I think as the year goes on, you get teams scouting the teams you're going to see down the road. A lot of times with our full court or three-quarter court pressure, it's kind of a zone press type deal, and it's really to just try to slow the other team down. If you can get some stuff out of it, we'll take it. But that was a huge key, right? Getting out of the gates. I think we got out 14-0 or something like that, and 27-4 or something at the quarter. From there, and give them. I said this, they're only going to get better. A private school in Sioux Falls, you can only expect them each year, and they had their whole top 7-8 guys back from last year. And when we saw them the first game of last year, you look at them, they're good-looking athletes. They got guys that can put it on the floor a little bit, shoot it, but they all got 22 games in of experience last year, and you can see that. We saw them game one, and now 23 games later, and their coach is doing a really good job with their program. So that's a group. They finished 7-15, and if you tell me, I know they play Madison later in the year. They're trying to add more Class A schools because eventually they'll be an A school, but a lot of their schedule's similar to what they had last year, and I think that's a team that, from a PowerPoint standpoint for us, that's a team that could be right around 500, above 500, which would be 47 crucial points for us. So good and bad, lots of things you take from it. I thought we fouled way too much, especially I think we had 12 fouls, and understanding angles, getting down in a stance, moving our feet. Some of that first game just kind of like the nerves and jitters out there, but we told our group at halftime, for as much as Sioux Falls Lutherans improved from a year ago, the monster we're going to face on Tuesday night is going to look a lot different. If we're fouling this much tonight, we're going to be in for a rude awakening come Tuesday night.
Well, and, tonight you saw Trey Hansen get 20 points. He was out a while there for foul trouble in the second. Obviously didn't play much in the fourth, so very efficient scoring. Really looked like, I think there were times at some points maybe last year that almost felt like he was trying to do too much, take too much on his shoulders. Really felt like he was looking for the distribution rather than sometimes the shot first, realizing that I've got three guys on me, someone's bound to be open. Really felt like there was a maturation from last year to this year in game one.
Yeah, he sees the floor well, can really pass it. Even just these first 2 weeks in practice, you've seen that over the summer with our summer stuff, team camp, summer league, the Pentagon League, and trusting your teammates too, right? And we've got guys around him that can score the basketball, and he's going to see a lot of attention, especially early in the year here, and he understands that. And, it's like anything. We had some weird, due to the foul trouble tonight, and I think we got stagnant there in the second quarter offensively at times. Our spacing wasn't great. But the flip side of that is we had some lineups that, I look down at our assistant coaches, and we're in game one here, and we had some lineups in there together that I said to our guys, I didn't think we'd have this group of guys in at one time all this year, right? Like just because of fouls and what was going on. So then you're just talking from a chemistry standpoint, and we say this every year, I don't care how many guys you have back from your previous team, from a nucleus standpoint, you still in a new year, you're always trying to find your identity as a team, because even if you have a good group back, the identities can change and roles can change a little bit from one year to the next. And, we have 4 of our top 7 back from last year, but we still got, Trent playing a lot of minutes for the first time. I thought Ty did a nice job coming off the bench. Kale, first varsity game here as a freshman. And even Spencer, he 6-man last year, but extended minutes, and we're going to need more minutes out of him this year. So as a whole, I think so many times you got to go back and look at the film. Looking back at this, some positives, no doubt. Obviously, some negatives, but you got to start somewhere, and you just kind of go from here.
Well, and one thing I noticed, they weren't settling just for 3-point shots, but a lot of your guys are able to, starting with Luke Jensen from that 5 to 10 foot range, turnaround jumper, Spencer, Tyson Hovden, Trenton Thomas in that 12 to 15 foot range. Those kinds of shots that can create space because they're able to hit them with such efficiency.
Yeah, we feel like we've got some shooters on the team. It's funny you say that because you don't see the mid-range stuff anymore, right? It's kind of the game of basketball. It's either a layup in the lane, dunk at whatever level, or a perimeter shot. And you hear so much with the analytics. But, we've got Luke's got some length, right? He can get a shot off over about anybody and stuff. But hopefully we save some of our when we start talking extending it to threes. I think we were 0-7 at halftime. I think Trey finally hit one here. Maybe Trent had one in the corner. But we were probably like 2. We didn't take a ton of them, but we might have ended up like 2 of 14, 2 of 15 for the night. And I don't think that it all evens out at some point, right? But we've got guys we feel like can hit a perimeter shot. The big thing is, at times, you got to get the ball side to side. That's when you get guys, the defense out of position. I thought times, especially in the first half, we're kind of keeping it on one side of the floor, trying to jam it in, putting our head down, getting in lanes, and we need a few swings. But things open up, and like anything, if you can knock down some perimeter shots, it loosens up the D.
All right, so that leads to West Central on Tuesday. Girls boys doubleheader. West Central, one of those kind of teams that people liking to pick as a challenger in Class A. What can we expect on the road in Hartford?
Yeah, we just told our guys they're as good as anyone in our class. You know, I think Sioux Falls Christian a year ago was kind of a head and shoulders above everyone else, maybe a little gap after that. And there's no doubt Sioux Falls Christian, again, with what they have, probably a preseason number 1. But teams like West Central, Lenox, Clark Willow Lake, Groton area, those are all teams that are right there. So for our group, we know the schedule is going to be very difficult throughout the year, but to get an opportunity, it starts with the Mebius kid who was a second-team All-Stater last year, but they got the cool and that's the thing, the big cool kid inside at 6'10", can go inside, outside. Gary inside at 6'5", 6'6". They bring 6'5" guys off the bench. The higher kid who hit the game winner against us last year in our gym and hit like 5 or 6 threes against us. Little Boshi Knight, who football player, and the thing with them is they can mix so many things up. They can play man, they can play zone. You can put Knight on anybody, and he causes havoc with his quickness. And then it'll be interesting, right? They're playing Del Rapids tonight, but Coach Hollenbeck is as good a coach as there in the state as there is in the state. 30 years at St. Thomas More and the program he built there, and he's done a lot of things with a lot less from a talent standpoint. And now to have him have a group of kids like that, they're as good as anyone in our class. And are we ready for it? Who knows? But the one nice thing is we get to see where we're at with a team that's as good as anyone in Class A, and we'll find out more about us on Tuesday night.
All right. Well, Coach, thank you so much. Congratulations on the win, and have yourself a great night.
All right. Thanks, Michael.
Thank you. It's Coach Jay Drake with us here on our Vermillion Chamber and Development Company postgame show. Well, Chad, what's your takeaway?
Like you said, I think they did what they wanted to do, came out to accomplish this, got some good time off the bench, and Tuesday night they're going to see what they're made of. And I think he's got the right crew here to go out and compete, not just Tuesday, but I think the rest of the season. It looks like a good group of boys out there to go out and compete for a conference title.
I think so. We're never going to be the biggest guys, but I think we can be the quickest. I think we can have some of the best shooters. So should be an exciting one. That will be here on Fox Sports Radio, 101.5 FM, 1570 AM, KVTK, along with Vermillion Tanagers on YouTube. Well, Chad, thank you so much for joining me. I know you won't be with me. Parker Orr will be with me because Chad's got this thing called a job, and so he's not able to make it. But we appreciate him here for these home games. It helps me out a lot, and we appreciate you tuning in. We want to thank all of our sportscasters for helping sponsor all of this, but we'll get you back to your regularly scheduled programming. I will give you an update on the Yankton game. Right now, with 3:36 to go in the second quarter, Yankton trails Harrisburg 17-10. That is over on Yankton streaming on YouTube, as well as Classic Hits 1063. All right, For Chad Peterson, I'm Michael Schumacher from the Birdcage on the campus of Vermillion High School. You guys have a great night.